Mandi, you won. Take this.
Oh my god. Tony, thank you so much. Thank you so much for fucking 8 months. Oh my god. Hi, Tony. Oh, Mochi says hi. I'm keeping him in here because it's nighttime. He's gonna get snoozy. He says, I'm just a little bird. I'm just a little baby bird and I get so sleepy. Mochi loves you too. Yeah, that's right. He says beep. I don't know well he comes through on this mic, but he says it. He says hello. I gotta clean my glasses, guys. Oh my god. My glasses are filthy. How am I supposed to see in these conditions? I swear, I don't know how my glasses get so dirty. Ah!
5 months would be amazing. Funny, awesome.
Ah! Hold on, sorry, it only gave you a couple words. I never remember to fix that. That's right, Mochi. I never remember. Hold on. I'm also cleaning my glasses. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you so much! Oh, Mask, thank you. Hold on, I'll read it for you. Sorry, it didn't give you any, should I read it like in the 5 months with the amazing, funny, awesome, silly, Mandi Quin. It doesn't feel like it's been this long. Here's to hopefully plenty more months of awesomeness. Thank you so much. Hi, Madam Berry. Sorry, the stream schedule's been so weird, guys. I'm so sorry. Last night I was chilling and my bass lesson was canceled today. Oh, it looks like we also have an incoming hype train. That's so exciting. My bass lesson was canceled, so I just moved it to my stream to today. And I chilled out last night. Well, welcome in, everybody. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh my goodness, Mochi's just doing so much pee-pee. I made spaghetti, but the parm container lid popped off and now I have a plate of parm. Oh, I'm so sorry. Mochi, stop peeping, little man. You hear him? Oh, it's like the perfect size. That's rough. You hear the little peeps? Yeah, I'm sorry. They're so shrill. I hope you guys don't mind. He's on top of his little tent. Playing with a toy. I can't see the spaghetti at all. That's crazy, Eddie. What the fuck? Tell the silly we say hi. Mochi, they say hello. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He's just a little baby. Yeah, he says thank you. He says thanks. I take him out on the weekends, like take him out of the room because he's really awake during that time. But since it's nighttime, I turned out the lights, so he'll quiet down and he'll start sleeping pretty much when he wants to. Hey, burb. It's like I'm looking at a plate of desert. I'd rather be looking at a plate of dessert, if you know what I mean. La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, he's playing, but he's probably gonna calm down soon. For years, I've wheeled him into the other room, and I was like, you know what if I just let him stay in here? Though, if you hear a bell jingling and some peeping, that's him. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just having fun with a bell over here. The baby must remain. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He is quite simply a little baby. And who am I? Who am I to tell him that he can't stay in here? Hi, welcome back everybody. Are you ready? I think so. I think you're ready. I'm ready. Hello everybody. Hello everyone. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Welcome in everybody. It's a Wednesday night. That's unusual. We don't usually do Wednesday nights. But it's it's dark. I got to turn the light out. How are you? Welcome in everybody. Here, let's turn the lights out. Yeah. It was sleepy. Usually I turn the lights on. But welcome in, everybody. I hope you guys have had a fabulous Wednesday. We're almost through the week. And people are coming back from TwitchCon. I wish them all a very don't get sick. But now you have a bunch of stuff to look forward to. All your favorite folks are going to come back and start sharing what kind of things they did and who they were talking to. That's really exciting. Hell yeah. Hot Chalky? Hot chocolate sounds awesome. Thanks for lurking. Hi, Colonel. Welcome in, everybody. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. The other day, I was fiddling around with the colors changing on my model, and I was just like slackjaw, like as I was like messing with the stuff. Thanks for lurking, Hollow. Why is this drawing creatures with long torsos and short legs so hard? Trying to finish my silly little for the Halloween, and it's a ferret persona. It's so hard to get it look right. Ferrets are so hard to draw. Ferrets are hard to draw, so I don't blame you. They're difficult to draw.
Hot CD hockey.
CD hockey. Wow, CD hockey is I love that. Hot chocolate would be delicious right about now, actually. I have never really been into like super rich chocolate drinks with like hot chocolate and with chocolate milk. I've had to like dilute them with more milk, so it's like a mild chocolatey. You know what I mean? Damn these nails. You're doing great. You're doing great. Do you have cunty cute little nails? Ooh. I have to keep mine short. I'm looking at my hands right now like you guys can see. I have to keep mine short so I can play my bass. So I love when people have cute nails. Oh my goodness. Chalky milk mentioned. I was about to say chalky milf, and that's not what you typed, so sorry about that. But I was fiddling around with the color changing on my model, and the thing is that with like if you're doing individual pieces, it takes forever to color change stuff because it's every individual layer. And nothing gets you more familiar with your model than by clicking on every single layer and they're all just like numbered and whatever. But I was like trying like, oh, what if I made my hair darker? What if I made my eyes red for like Halloween? I had like gotten all the way through making all of my skin like green, and I had like it was too green, and I was like, I don't know if I like this. And there's so many pieces. And I was like, oh, and then I'd have to go through all my arm toggles and change all those colors too. And it was just a pain in my ass. But I did discover that I can make my bangs like another color. And I was like, ooh, but it was, I don't know. It was, so I ended up turning everything back. I was like, it's fine. I was trying to do like a Halloween themed color palette, but though I do have to say, I have a lot of flexibility with what color I want to make my shirt. The shirt is like the perfect like brightness. Sorry, Mochi's in here. Everybody say hi, Mochi. But I can go to the, I can go to the overall color grading tool. If you wanted to just do like watch this. Whoa. Wow. I kind of like this like it's literally to the left saturation. Huh? Yeah. Oh, sorry, I don't want to be that small. I could also go wow, beautiful. Wow. I like this like greenish vibe. Hi, how are you? Welcome in. On the opposite side, I can go with the oak. I did change it. I'm just playing around with my color slider. Hi, Erin. How are you? I'm not gonna go too crazy, but welcome in, everybody. Look at this. Oh, I got kind of like an alien vibe. Hold on. Ooh. Oh, we're stretching. We're stretching. Hold on. I'm stretching. Oh, my bird says hi. He says hello. Thank you. Thank you.
Time to take a sip.
Ooh. 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 Raspberry. This is kind of fun. Hold on. Oh. Look at that. Now I'm grayscale. It's me, pumpkin potion mannequin. Psyche Cave, he had green skin vibes. You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Here, where's my brightness? Ow! Hold on. Oh. Hello? It's me, your shadow, here to tell you that you're doing great, champ. Hi, sir. Ouch, my eyes, I just got here. I'm sorry. Here, is this better? Is this better? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can't. Hold on. Oh, crazy. Oh my gosh. I just... Wait a minute. This is kind of great. Erin, thanks for the follow. Thank you so much. I'm excited that you're enthused by my color shenanigans. Welcome in, everybody. I am the shadow, the true self, or something. Yes, watch her. Oh, my eyes. My goodness me. Wait. Oh, here. What if I did a color filter? Okay. Oh, 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 guys. Oh, wait. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. I'm cooked. I'm literally been in the deep fryer. Oh, I like the blue. Oh, hi, Satan. I like the blue. Hey, guys. I'm blue and dabba-dee-dabba-die, you know? Oh, my goodness. Deep fried and back again. Yeah. Hello, everybody. Wait. Why are you gay? Oh, 87% is pretty good. Congratulations. Guys, I'm kind of digging this, like, glow-in-the-dark situation we got going on here. This is nice. It says the color filter is actually green, but I'm blue. Thank you. I'll be here all week. You're doing great. 55 is respectable. What's the white? Oh.
Why are you gay?
Okay. I look like someone put a pretty little filter on me. I'm underwater. I'm underwater. Wait. Invert color. Ow! Oh my god. Oh, my eyes, I can't see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hello. Oh, I can't use my toggles. I was about to say. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. My eyes. Guys, playing around with these toggle things are very fun. I hope you guys don't mind me futzing around here. Let's see what some other stuff is. I love messing around with these bloom and light effects. Are we ready? Oh! Hello everyone. Welcome. I'm so shiny and ethereal. Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness. I'm shiny, here to tell you that you can believe in yourself. Do what you want. Diddly dee. Do what you want, because a pirate is free. Oh my god. My eyes, look at them. Look at my eyes.
Why are you gay?
Oh, 15% is crazy. I'm sorry, you're not. That's not a lot, but I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, everybody. Oh, I'm huge. And you're so tiny. Look at this all down here. That's you guys. Yeah, you know what? This vibe's pretty sick. This vibe is pretty good. What else do we have? We have chromatic aberration. Y'all want to get silly with it? 15% gay and cringe. That's crazy. Oh. Wait, hold on. Oh. I'm blurry. I'm blurry.
What
I kind
good?
of like this this vibe here. Blur the edges. Nah, that you can't really notice very much. At 3%, that's wild. 3%'s wild. Mochi does sound like a sneaker on a gym floor, doesn't he? Analog glitch, digital
What
glitch. Oh, thank you. I put my bob on. Thank you so much. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Anyway, if you've never played around with the VTube Studio stuff, it's very fun. Let's see. There's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a pixel effect. Well, we don't need that. Oh, how about lens distortion? I just got a little paint stim roller. I didn't even know it was coming. This is awesome. Oh, congratulations. Oh. Hello. Holy moly. Hey everybody, welcome in. It's me, Mandi, Quin, mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober. How you doing? The zoom in. Wait. Oh. What's the score? Oh. Jamiroquai's here. No, you're right. Oh my god. Hey everybody, welcome in. It's me, Mandi, Quin. Oh. Dude, I'm yoked. Hello? Dude, I'm so fucking buff right now. Guys, I got so big. Look at this shit. This is what peak male performance looks like, bitches. The peak female form. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Listen. Listen. Unattainable body goals be damned. If you work hard and you play hard and you eat at least 2 grams of protein every hour, you can look like this. Hi, Jeannie, how are you? How you doing? I do have to say, though, if I move down far enough, it is like a big booby model. But I like the, look at this. Oh. Guys, listen, it's like in a cartoon when they like suck up the air in their belly and it goes zoom to their shoulders. That's crazy. Hey, would you guys keep it? Okay. Would you guys still love me if I had a big booby avatar? If I had a big booby live 2D model? Well, I got you covered. Y'all be saying, Mandi, where are your titties at? They're right here. Except for when I swallow a suspiciously shaped object like a Looney Tune. Yeah, wait. Okay, you ready? It's in my mouth. It's in my cheek. It's in my cheeks. Oh, goop. Dumpy alert. Dumpy alert's crazy. Oh my god. Guys, my knees are a little swollen. Been walking a lot. Been walking around a bit. Zoom. Where the fuck are my feet? Oh my god. Oh my goodness gracious. Can you see this? What the fuck is happening? My hands are crazy. Look at it. It's so dry. What's dry? Oh my god. But all them Krabby Patties go straight to your thighs. Guys, my brain is so freaking large right now. It's a plate of cheese. Oh my god. Hey everybody, welcome in. How you doing? Oh my goodness. Hello everybody, it's me, Mandi Quin. Hope you're doing well. Why does it look like I'm giving you guys this, you know? Hey, how you doing? It's like eating sand. Hey there, noticed you from across the room. Me and my partner noticed you and want to make you our third. You gotta stop this, gonna suffocate someone. Listen. Oh, dude. Cinched. Wait, that's right, Mochi. Cinched. Absolutely cinched. Look at oh wow. Goober alert. Yeah. Guys, Mochi cannot handle the fact that I'm having fun. He says, Mom, you gotta stop this. Look at this. Look at how absolutely listen. Brand new model alert, everybody. Look at this. Sheesh. That's right. That's right. Don't mind the fingers. I know. It's wild, you know, to think that you two can look like this, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is crazy what's happening on the screen here. Anyway. When I go back to my normal thing, you guys are going to be disappointed. Mandi entering Pixar mom era. No, you're right. No, you're right. Listen, I'm going to go back to my normal stance and you guys are going to be like, oh shit. We liked her better before. What? Oh, my sweet banana. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your 3-stream streak. Let's go. What the heck? I didn't even realize that you could put an alert for your streak. That's awesome. What the hecky? Guys, this is hours of fun. I'm supposed to be doing things. This is. Wait, hold on. What if I? Oh! Wow. This is great. This is spectacular. Thank you so much for your 3-stream streak. What? My wait though, leg is crazy. Leg going crazy. Congratulations on your streaks, everybody. Whoa.
Yippee Mall DU1 Club in
Yippee! Yippee! Oh my god. Need emotes of these different. Oh, speaking of emotes, hold on. Oh my gosh. Are you guys okay? Oh my god, what was that? What the fuck? What happened? It feels like I've been in a toilet. Oh, I got isekai. That's crazy. Oh my god. I hope you guys are okay. Did you make it out on the other side all right? We were tripping. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome in everybody. That sure was. That sure was. Hello everybody. Thank you so much for sharing your streaks with me. Thanks for streaking everybody. And speaking of emotes, I got some spectacular sketches yesterday. Crazy thing to walk into. You walked into my legs. Yeah, it's okay. It happens all the time. Welcome in POV. We ate some funny looking candy in the mall. It actually, about that, that candy's been in there since 1984. I just didn't ever change it. I thought someone else did. I always just assumed. And it's so stuck together that I can't believe you even got anything out of the machine. I can't even believe that you got anything out of the machine. You know what I mean? No! Not the security scan. No. I don't need that. No. No, you don't have to do all that. Uh-huh.
Scan complete.
No!
Suspicious file found. .mp3.
What's happening? What's happening? Oh! Was that audio doubled for you, or was that just me? It didn't even wait for her to finish talking. It didn't even wait for Penny to stop talking. Oh, thank you. It didn't even wait for her to stop talking. It just did it. Was the audio doubled for you guys too? That was crazy. It was so loud. I'm so sorry. We haven't gotten that one since I put it in. Surprising. Holy cow. That was crazy. Let me show you guys what I was going to show you. I didn't rip nothing. That was you. You did that to yourself. That was crazy. That was wild. No, that's astronomical that you guys did that to me. You did that to my ears just now. That was crazy. That's you. You ripped ass, passed gas, and now we're all suffering for it. Wild. Absolutely atrocious. Here, let's show you guys what we were working on. Or I guess we're going to be working on this. We're going to be making Majora's Mask. Let me get this here. We're going to be working on Majora's Mask. This is the accessory that you guys won for, or rather that you guys contributed your channel points to add to this model. You voted in Discord, so if you guys are interested and you're not already in the Discord, consider joining. Sorry, I forgot how to speak for a second. There we go. Consider joining so you can vote on things and contribute. Sound like a normal single. Okay. A normal single Witty. Hi, Alice. So I have just been given sketches of some emotes that I'm commissioning from the lovely Syrups. Let me give a shouty. Hold on. Hello? There we go. Yeah, they're hilarious, and I'm so excited. The first one, guys. The first one is this masterpiece. You might be saying to yourself, Mandy, what the fuck is that? That's me absolutely fucking screaming. That's me screaming upside. And then if you guys are really excited about something, you can just absolutely, and it's gonna vibrate viciously. Yes, exactly, Madam Berry. That's the energy we're after. What an art destined for the gods. I know. Yeah, Syrup is cracked. And I saw Syrup's emote of themselves doing this, and I said, Syrup, that is beautiful. Do you offer that as one of your wares? As if I were a merchant walking into your haberdashery? And they were like, yeah, I offer commissions. So this will be viciously, there it is. This will be viciously shaking on the screen. Please take note of my absolute sock'em boppers over here. My sock'em bopping mantis shrimp fingers. I love them. I'd rather the lack of fingers. Yeah. If you guys want to scream at something, this is the emote to use. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, my little sock'em boppers. Sock'em boppers. Have some fun, you know? Also, I didn't even notice this until yesterday that the tongue even wobbles. This is going to be a really funny emo, guys. I hope you spam all of your loved ones with this and that they say, what the fuck is that? And then, you know, another one is a familiar one to all of my Dragon Ball enjoyers. Just got here. The art's beautiful. That's all. Syrup knows what they're doing. Here, to all of my Dragon Ball enjoyers and meme havers, the Yamcha death pose. You too will be able to send me hurtling towards Earth. Yeah, you'll be able to have me dead on the ground, and I feel like there's nothing more appropriate than to see me just absolutely laid out. And you could say, you know what? Mandy deserved that. She deserved it. She deserved to be thrown right into the motherfucking ground. And you're like, yeah, all is right with the world. So yes, I'm very excited about that. Yeah, exactly. The last one I'm gonna have to download it because it's an animated. Well, so the first one's gonna be animated, but the second one is also animated and was sent to me as an animation. So let me share it with you guys. This last one, impeccable. Are you ready? Hold on, I have to get the timeline. Are you guys ready to see what this one is? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. It's going to be faster than this. That's just what Photoshop's doing for us. But yeah, you're going to be able to whip your hair back and forth. Yeah, my neck is going to pop up. My head will pop right off. Good news is that it's supposed to do that. My head is supposed to come off. So, you know, one of these days, guys, I do want to get, I want to see if I can get an animation commission of like an alert or something of the no head meme where he slams his phone on the ground and breaks his skateboard in half. I want to get one of those. So I hope you guys are excited about these emotes. Of course, this is just in time for the potential. Oops, I don't want my swatches. Hold on. Before I get started on what I'm doing here today, because we're gonna be doing Majora's Mask and then we might be working on something else. But I just happen to have information. If you guys are unfamiliar, Halloween is upcoming, and I have information in the Discord and on Blue Sky. But for those of you that weren't here the other day, let me show you some of the stuff that we can look forward to for the Halloween event, just so you guys get some info. Let me open up my stuff. Yeah, baby. All right. So first off, let me open up some of this stuff. I actually did not have any of the merch related stuff available during the stream. So now I do. So I'm really excited to show some of this stuff off. You should have a toggle where you pop your own head off, like Bug's mascot head toggle is severed ball joint underneath. That actually would be pretty fun. That'd be pretty fun, I have to admit. Yeah, oh my gosh, all the wires. We love a good Moon Bitch emote combo. Moon Bitch has so many good emotes. So for those of you guys that weren't here the other day, this year's Halloween is themed to the circus. Our first Halloween was a carnival, and so this one is like a bigger, better. They've come back and they've got more resources, and they have a big old tent, which I made the background for. And this was really fun to do. And if anybody's ever curious about how I made this background, I'd be more than happy to do like a demo of some sort. I just found a really good reference picture and I just like chunked it into simple pieces and worked in grayscale, so just black and white, and then got my composition where I wanted it and put a gradient map on top. So all the color is just one single gradient map. I kept it kind of simplistic because it's going to be in the background while we're chatting and, it's not going to be there, you'll be able to see like a bit of it in the back. So, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah, I mean, I think it was really fun to do. It only took 2.5 hours. So if you guys ever want like a background demo, I'll have to do that because I haven't done a tutorial in a minute and I want to do another tutorial. So as you guys can see here, this upcoming Saturday, we are going to be participating in something called the Creative Carousel. That's being run by Oceanics, and she organized Creative Carousel so that a bunch of artists could raid into one another and share their community and just basically breed positivity amongst the artists in the community. So I've decided that the Creative Carousel, being so close to Halloween, that's when our donations are actually going to start. We are going to be working on some really fun stuff. If you want to have your art submitted for a show and tell, feel free to do !CC, where you can submit your art for a show and tell during the Creative Carousel. That's just for anybody that has art that you're working on. It can be a work in progress, it can be finished, but the whole purpose is just to show off your art and to have fun with the community. So there's no strings attached. There's no critique involved. It's just us appreciating some really fun art. Of course, you'll be able to submit during the event. I'll probably like check back every once in a while and show off what people have been working on because I want to show your art. I want to show the community all the cool stuff that you've been making. And, it could be any medium, so long as you have something that you want to share, feel free to share it. The donations will open on that Saturday. And then after we do some art sharing and while the event's happening, I'm going to be drawing a desk mat, which is an unlockable item in our goals for the charity event, which is really exciting. I've been wanting to make a desk mat for years. It's going to be themed around those like carpets that had like a little city on them, but it's going to be the mall. So that's really fun. My friends and I are going to hang out. It's the 28th, the 29th, the 30th, the 31st. And you have the ability to unlock November 1st and November 2nd, which are a Saturday and Sunday respectively. So we're going to be playing Jackbox on that Tuesday. It's going to be really fun, and also as an audience member, if you've never seen Jackbox games, you can participate as an audience member. All you need is your phone or like a tablet or something, but you can also participate on your computer. You just go to jackbox.tv or whatever it is, and then enter whatever code there is for the audience so you can play with us. There's like trivia games, you can vote on things. So if you're interested in watching some friends play silly games, then I highly recommend coming in. Of course, we also have another art submission for the event, wherein if you have a character that you would like to make and submit, we'll be meeting your characters throughout the event, which is really exciting. There's already been so many awesome submissions. I can't wait to get to know your fun circus friends. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be really, really fun. On the 29th, which is a Wednesday, we're going to be playing Gardic Phone with a bunch of clowns and silly billies. That's going to be super, super fun. I can't wait for Gardic Phone. And then on the 30th, we're going to be playing Guilty as Sock. It is where you're all sock puppets in a courtroom, which is really fun. I have never played it, but it looks like a blast. It just looks like so much fun. And I can't wait to be silly with my friends. I mean, I think that's the point of this event, is that we're all just a bunch of clowns and we're here to make you laugh. We're here to make you smile. So that's super exciting. And of course, on Halloween, me and my two pals are going to be playing Monster Prom. Actually, is it 2 or 3? It's 3. Me and 3 of my friends, we're going to be playing 4-player Monster Prom, which is going to be really super fun. I've never played Monster Prom before, so that's going to be a good time. That's going to be a really good time. For the, let me pop this in here. I'll put this back. Hi, Wobble, welcome in. As for our donation goals, $50 will give us a pie throw redeem. If you were here for the first Halloween, you know that you've been able to throw pies at me. So the pie throw redeem will return at the $50 donation range. At $100, we're going to be doing a raffle or rather, we're going to be unlocking the raffle. All of the raffles will take place after the event has concluded, so that everybody that's donated has a chance to get any of these prizes. That's just, to make it fair. At 150 raised, you'll be able to vote for the 2026 Halloween theme. So if you've been wanting to contribute, I'm going to have 3 different themes. You guys get to vote and help us choose what the theme is going to be next year. And I'm so excited for some of the options. I'm trying to do something a little different. I know we've done clowns for 2 of the 3 years. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe we could branch out, do something a little different. 200 and 300 are additional clown adopts that are made by 2 other artists, super cool artists and friends of mine. At $250, I just realized that it says even hoodie giveaway instead of event hoodie. Has it always been that way? Hold on. I'm a fool. Does it say even hoodie? Guys. It does. I don't think it matters. Anyway, a hoodie even. Can I get an odd hoodie? It's kind of odd. It is. Actually, I do have the design for that, which I did not have the last time we were talking about the event. So anyway, at $250, the event hoodie will unlock. We'll do a giveaway of a hoodie, and the hoodie is a whole other donation tier. So that's going to be really exciting. At $350, that's when we unlock that mall desk mat. That'll just be a normal merch item that will be available in my store after the whole event, after everything. It'll be available. It is as a new item. I'll just have to finish making it if I haven't finished it on that Saturday. Thanks for being super happy, freaking huge. At 400, we'll unlock a raffle of a custom character from me. So whoever wins that one, I'll be in contact with them and they'll basically give me a circus themed prompt and I will make a character design adoptable for them as like a surprise. So there's a little bit more collaboration there. It'll be added into my November commission queue, so it'll be happening, after this event pretty much immediately, which will be really fun. At $450, that's when we add the November 1st day onto the event, which will be the Emote Showdown. For those who don't know, the Emote Showdown will be taking place right in the middle of the ring in the circus, and that will be where you guys are going to help me via a tournament bracket system. Basically, vote which of our emotes are leaving us and which are staying. Of course, this won't be for every emote, but we're basically clearing up some of our emotes and opening the way for some new ones, and I'll be filling those new slots as time goes on. But yeah, basically just want to clear up some of our emotes and prioritize those spaces for new stuff that you're really excited to use, and stuff that I'm excited to use too. And at 500 raised, which is our overall goal, that'll add the final day, which is November 2nd, which is a Sunday. And that would be an art raffle where I'll be doing some sketches during that stream. So if we unlock that day, I will do a raffle for 3 people and I'll do little sketches of characters. It'll be really fun. And of course, this final stretch goal here is a clown live 2D model. So of course, I love the PNG that I made. I really love it. But having a live 2D version with toggles and the works would be really, really fun. I have a bunch of clown mutuals too, and we hang out and we have fun. So I think it'd be really fun to have a model from another artist. Just a fun little outfit for fun little things. And now, stuff that you guys haven't seen unless you've been on Blue Sky or checked out our Discord. These are the tiers for the donors. Just like in Mall Together, we had different tiers for donation amounts. So anybody and everyone that donated $10 would get an event specific sticker, which was super fun. We had the rubber duck, we had a sand pail, and we had an ice cream during our summer event. So this time we just have this one sticker here, which is that sticker that you saw me drawing, that art of me riding the Cowfetti bull. And if you donate $25 or more, you get the card and the sticker. So you get these two. And as you can see, the inside of the card has something written on the inside. So it's got a little bit of a design. It has my little signature. So, if you'd like to see what's inside and you have $25 to share for a good cause, then yeah, you'll be receiving a card and a sticker. And if you donate $50 or more, you'll get the card, the sticker, and a t-shirt, which is embroidered. And as you can see here, the embroidery has the hat, the big top cowboy hat, and it says Big Top Rodeo. So that's really fun. I really like the design of this little logo. I was gonna do the bull, but the design was so thin that embroidery wouldn't have looked right. Hi. Oh, not a problem. We're just yapping. We've been yapping this whole time, but welcome in. As you can see here too, we have 5 different colors, so there's plenty of colors to choose. There's tons of sizes. So if you happen to be able to donate $50, there will be a shirt for you in this lot. And of course, if we breach the halfway point, which is $250, we will unlock the $100 tier. The $100 tier is the card, the sticker, and this 4-way printed hoodie, which means there's a print on the front, a print on the back, and a print on both sleeves. And as you can see here, the front has, and I'll get, let me see if I can't get a better image of that for you. I don't know if I downloaded this. I might have just dragged it in. One moment while I look for a better image. I think I have a better image. I do have better image. Let me go here. Let me drag these here. Yeah, not a PNG file. What do you mean by that? Okay. All right. All right. Let me see if I can't get a little screenshot of this. Okay. So the front of the hoodie has the cow bull on the front. And as you can see here on the arms, it says Big Top and Rodeo on the arms. Still a little hard to see, which is why I put this graphic here so you can tell what that is. And of course, on the back, we have the bull riding Mandi. So those hoodies are really cool. I'm really excited to see them. And I love the idea of having like the sleeves printed. It's a little bit simpler, but I think it's gonna be really, really fun. So if you happen to be able to donate $100, which we've had in our previous events, there are very generous donors, and so this is just an extra tier. Of course, when this is unlocked at 250, we will be giving one of these away. So there will be somebody who has the opportunity to get one of these hoodies without it having, without having to have donated that amount. But it's just a way for us to have fun and try something new. And if we end up liking this kind of hoodie, then I'll try to make one that's a regular item in our store and do more giveaways of those. But yeah, so I'm super, super excited about this event. I'm excited about trying new stuff and just spending time with my pals. It's every day of the week we're going to be spending time with our pals. So I'm super stoked. I hope you're super stoked. And now that we got that out of the way, you guys want to draw? You guys want to draw? For those of you who are lurking, you want to let Twitch know that you're here, just do !lurk or do a redeem. But welcome in, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with me so far. We've been vibing. Let me turn on some chill tunage. Let me see. There we go. Ah! What's the music mood today? I think maybe my J-Rock playlist. Holy cow. Yeah. I'm gonna go down here. Oh my god. The music of my people. The farts? Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we go. Let's see how we feel. This is J-Rock and J-Metal. We'll see how we feel with this. I've been really listening to my my Moody Attitude. Hi, how are you? I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. Don't worry about that. It can't hurt you. It can't hurt you. Thank you so much. How are you? Welcome. All right, let me put my little drawing glove on. Guys, the smell will go away. Don't worry about it. The smell will go away. You don't have to worry about that. You know what I want to do, guys? I want to take a moment to put some stuff on my model. If you're interested, anybody who doesn't know me, welcome in. Here are my socials. I have a coffee, by the way, that has a whole gallery. If you're interested in my art, I don't know why it posts it twice, but if you're interested in seeing some of my art, take a look at my Blue Sky or at my coffee. My coffee just has a gallery full of all the stuff. It makes it easier to see. But welcome in. Before we get started, let me take my Labubu, huh? There's so many items in VTube Studio just like preloaded. Pumpkin Unicorn, thanks so much for the follow. Yes, my Labubu. Yeah. My son is here. Should I put him on my shoulder? Oh, well, maybe. On the strap. There we go. There we go. Don't talk to me or my son ever again. The 45-carat gold Labubu. Exactly. Welcome in. This is my little son. My baby. I know that supposedly all Labubu are girls, and then it's the other ones that are boys. I don't know. I don't remember what they're called. The Rowdy Puff Boys. I don't know what they're called. All right, so this is just an image from Majora's Mask promo, and I'm just going to like morph it to make it fit on my face. Make it fit on my face. If you guys are ever curious about how I like do stuff like this, it's pretty straightforward. This is the distort tool. I just kind of get it looking how I want. And then I take the warp and I will pull it over this way and kind of give it some of that definition again. It is a relatively flat mask, so thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Mask is kind of flat, so we don't have to do anything super crazy. But you know, just trying to give it a little bit of depth, you know? Though those eyes are kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys have ever played Majora's Mask, but I really enjoyed the updates, the like the quality of life updates that they did in the DS version. They gave you like a little log book that you could mess around with. This is Photoshop. I use Photoshop. I'm a professional illustrator in my waking life, so I just end up using what I have to use for work. Just a little bit easier. I did kind of squish these spikes a little bit, so let's unsquishify these spikes. And then also, I'm going to cut and paste, and I'm going to move them a little bit behind the curve of this mask, just to make it look a little bit more like it's, you know, doing its thing. There we go. We'll do the same with this horn. It's been a little squumped. So yeah, if you ever have a front view of something, you know, it can be pretty straightforward to get yourself like a side view of it, especially the shape is relatively simplistic. Though you phrase that made it sound like it's implied that body piloting this VTuber is asleep IRL when you stream. I just go into some sort of trance. You know what I mean? I go into some sort of state. And then I become a silly little guy on the internet. Hi, Zach, how are you? I become a silly little guy on the internet, and then all you lovely folks come in and say, hey there, Mandy. And I'm like, hello, love. Hello, hello. I'm going to take this big old eyeball. Malice Miser. Oh, how are you? I love Bugs emotes. One of these days, guys, okay, so for those of you that have been around for a second, I was talking about my artist interview series that I want to do. I want to make it a series not only on stream, but I would love to make those into videos. One of my goals is to make more video content. With that being said, Bug is one of the people that I would love to eventually, have on my artist interview stream. Really awesome person, really cool artist. Also works in the animation field. I worked in the animation field for a handful of years. And now I'm just an illustrator. Little illustrator. Okay. There we go. We're just kind of smushing these around. These big old googly eyes. Look at these buggers. It does look wall-eyed. It is kind of wall-eyed, to be truthful, but yeah, I better try to make it look a little less a little less. That's not too bad, huh? Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, let's merge these together. Okay. Lovely. Look at that. All right. All right. 飛んでゆく何も変わらない Oops. I kind of want more of these spikes visible. Let me see if I can't get a little bit of curse idea. Slap the eye emoji atop the mask. You're right. You know why I wear this mask? So people can't tell what I'm looking at. And then I'm just like looking right at your wow wow. Big stick is true. I also sing. Oh, thank you. You're very kind. I do like to sing along to my music like a little creature. Speaking of... Oh, we're stretching. Okay. Everybody, put your favorite emotes in the chat. I want to see them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. It looks like I get up out of my chair. Out of my chair? Back in my chair. Thank you. Welcome in, everybody. Hell yeah. Let me know if you want the music to be louder, guys, by the way. But yeah, if you like watching art and hearing somebody yap, I'm the mall mannequin for you. I was actually talking to my friends. Well, actually, first off, before I get off on my tangent real quick, if anybody doesn't know, this is a PNG model that I am using for our playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. Every other Friday, we play Tears of the Kingdom. This Friday, I'll be playing some Tears of the Kingdom. I'm going to try to play it in Discord when I'm not so busy. But so... yeah, this is really fun. And as we every time we stream, you guys can vote and earn through channel points, making changes to the model. So before I had, let's see here, I had this small stick, which is one of the beginning items in the game, and you guys unlocked a new weapon, so I made Big Stick, which is really, really fun. I also updated the model with things that Link had gotten since we started playing, so the quiver and the battery cells here. And as we get more battery cells, I will be updating this model to include those. And the newest thing that was unlocked is an accessory. And this accessory, you guys voted. I had 3 different options, and you guys voted for Majora's Mask, which I'm not mad about. It's a bit of a fascinator. But yeah, once our Halloween event is over, November and December are going to be full of some really fun commissions. I do also want to work on some Critical Role fan art because I've really been enjoying Critical Role. I've been really enjoying it quite a lot. All right, so I'm trying to get a balance of Actually, you know what? We'll just keep this. We still have this underneath, but it'll be a little easier for us to see this mask. Hell yeah. Okay, so let me see here. What is this the I think yeah, I'm using this for my inking. And I believe it was 10 point or 8. Just making sure it's consistent. Yeah, I think 7 and 5. Yep, it was 7 point and 5. I usually like to use thick outlines on the outside and thinner outlines, but thankfully for us, I mean, the mask itself's actual geography is like the eyes, the mask, and the holes in the middle, and the rest is just paint. So I'd probably just keep that as coloring. There's like the, you know, some of the design around like this like embezzled or not embezzled, embossed. Oh my god. This mask was sort of embezzled, so it was sort of embezzled, you know. So let me see if we can't get a nice There we go. A nice shape. That does not look like a nice shape. Sometimes you just have to There we go. I'm good. How are you? Welcome in. There we go. I have my smoothing on at 75%, just trying to give myself a little bit more stability, as the name implies. But, you know, I miss, so Procreate on the iPad has such lovely, like, controls for letting you, like, alter the curve of your lines. I believe Clip Studio has a little bit of that as well, but I miss that. I like inking a lot in Procreate. Yes, I am drawing Majora's Mask. This was the voted upon accessory for our Tears of the Kingdom model. So I'm just going to morph this a little bit because I know that I can clean it up a little bit. Trying to make it not look so piddly on this side. Give it a little bit more depth. Yeah, and the that's not too bad actually. Let me take it down to 50%. This mask is very like ornate looking, but just trying to You draw on Procreate? Let's go. Yeah, I really like Procreate. I like the way that it handles, you know? Like it feels nice to draw in. And I very rarely get to draw and Procreate anymore, but I really enjoy it. All right, let me just kind of squish it down a little. All right, perfect. I think that's a good enough shape. I think we really won't notice too much. Actually, maybe. I was recommended it by a friend when I was getting into digital art. Yeah, it's a pretty user-friendly program. It's got I mean, I think too like the way that it handles was designed for a tablet, and it's pretty considerate of the you know, having to only have, you know, your extra hand and whatever stylus you're using, your Apple Pen or whatever. But like the inking in Procreate is just, I don't know. I really enjoy the way it feels, and I think also too, there's something about the way you hold your hand when you're using an iPad that also feels nice. And I know there are people that do stream. They manage to stream their iPad. I don't know how. I've tried a couple different things, but it's just not it. All right, we are going to make an outline here. We're going to do 5 points. Lovely. We're just going to take this. When in doubt, just line it out. Lovely. Let me make this one just a little bit. There we go. Nice, nice. I know how to stream my iPad. I just don't feel super confident at drawing on stream. That's also fair. That's very fair. A little bit here to give it more of like a domed feeling. Okay, I'm satisfied with that. I ain't gonna worry about that. And then I think I'll keep the eyes for coloring purposes, and I'm gonna try to make them look like they're glowing a little bit, so that'll be fun. I think that'll be a good time. And I'll merge. Fabulous. Yeah, so there's a lot going on this mask, but at the same time, there's not. Like, geographically, the spikes are the biggest problem. You know, the spikes and the just concentric circles and everything else is pretty straightforward. So let me see if I can't make a triangle and boost this up to, actually, I might keep it 7. So now we can distort this without ruining the shape properties. And let me see if we can't. There we go. Gonna try to round out the bottom here. And because this is a shape layer, we can kind of do a little bit more with it without ruining the look. There we go. With the mask in its various forms, really seem to go wild with colors and patterns. Absolutely. I think too, I mean, I can imagine this being a way for them to flex their texturing skills back in, 1998 and 2000, which were when Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask came out. 3D was a new medium for video games. Video games in general were still very new. And so being able to utilize the textures to get a cool result like this, I'm sure was very impressive. I'm going to move this out a bit further. It's just a little odd where I put it before. Probably could stand to be a little bit further out. And I think too, I might be able to kind of play with the proportions as well. Doesn't have to be exact to the original. Because we're having fun here, We're just vibing. Hello? Okay. There we go. Distort, make this a little bit bigger. Like here. How does that look? That's fine, I think. I think Majora was the second 3D Zelda game they did. So yeah, they might have wanted to have fun with the textures. Yeah, it was. Ocarina of Time came out in 1998 and Majora's Mask was 2000, I believe. And they used almost all the same assets for it. They just set it in Termina and they're like, done. Hyrule number 2. Which, it's pretty fair. All right, let me see. Oh my goodness, thanks so much for your streak. Thanks for streaking. Let me see if I can't. There we go. Being able to... There we go. Nice. Using these Bezier handles is pretty slay. There we go. I'm pretty pleased with the editability of these right here. Honestly, I mean, I could have done this in Illustrator, but, it is what it is. It is what it is. Apparently, I've watched 3 of your streams in a row. Well, welcome back 3 times in a row. I really appreciate it. Honestly, that is so incredibly nice of you. I know it doesn't seem like much, but that's really kind. That's really cool. Let's move this up a little. I think too, I mean, I like that it's showing me alerts for streaks now, which is really cool. I know that I've been able to like redeem or not redeem, but I've been able to be like, hey, I'm my streak, and then, but I've never really seen it on the opposite side, which is fun. But thank you guys for coming back. That's so exciting. There we go. All right. There we go. I'm happy that I'm kind of I don't usually use like the shape tool or like pen tools and stuff in Photoshop. They can be a little fiddly. But I mean, this has been really fun. I kind of find myself like wishing that let me I kind of wish I find myself wishing that I had the same controls that I do in Illustrator as to this, but you know, whatever. It's not super bendy, but it lets me get a straight line. That's pretty good. I do like following people who seem cool. Well, that's very kind of you to say. That is very nice. Yeah, I mean, the thing is too, like I like to show my appreciation as best I can. You know, I'm just a little guy doing little guy stuff on the internet, but I really appreciate when you guys come back. I really appreciate when you guys tell me when you like stuff. And that you guys are so open to trying new things. Um it really does make a big difference. Um yeah, and it also too gives me the confidence to work on other stuff too. All right, I'm going to take some creative liberties with this. I want to see if I can make them taper in length as they go up. I think that could be fun. In fact, it might be cooler to have it be longer down here and then get shorter up here. We have creative freedom. Oh, thank you, Zach. And welcome back from the ads, everybody. If we have any lurkers, hit me with an exclamation point lurk or your favorite emote. Okay, hold on. Let me change actually, I'll just go back to distort. Oops. I want to select the whole shape, actually. There we go. Just gonna grab that. Kind of have like an array. Also, I do like your art. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've done like a larger illustration. We had the Alphonse illustration, which was really fun. So I can't wait to do a Critical Role illustration. Also, too, I just haven't been able to catch Critical Role as it's happening. And so, as somebody who really loves D&D, like I'm super excited about this campaign. I think it's been really fun to watch. And so I would love to submit my art to it. They do like a whoops. They do like a little showcase every once in a while of art. And so that's really fun. Oops. I'm just trying to get this looking right. Under the moonlight. Okay, trying to make these look a little. They're not all even in the reference either. I know I did some squashing, but they are a little uneven in the final product as well. CR starting at 10 p.m. my time zone's big oof. Yeah, same for me. Same for me. Haven't seen Critical Role yet. I do have a few things about it. Do know a few things about it. Yeah, I've seen Vox Machina, which is the animated series for one of their campaigns. And I am excited for the next one that's coming out. The next series. There we go. Yeah, I would love to just, I don't know, keep up with it. All right, make that a little okay. How do we feel about that? Let me turn off the reference real quick. That's not too bad. They're about evenly spaced. This one could probably be rotated. Oops. Could probably be rotated a little bit. But yeah, this allows me to do quite a bit of messing with these without having to like ruin the art, make it all schmudgy and nasty. I haven't done critical art fan art since campaign 2, but I had one of my paintings, weirdly enough, a movie poster inspired by their NordVPN ads in their art showcase once. That's so exciting! What the heck? Under the moonlight. Okay. All right. I don't think that's getting any cooler, any better. So let me grab these. Let me group these. Paste and reflect. And we are going to use these to position. We're going to just kind of do a little bit of this. Distort. Kind of make it close to the reference without having to be exact. There we go. It was such a silly poster. I've meant to do a follow-up, but the first one took like a month, so I don't have it in me. That's fair. That's so fair. Honestly, you know, the fact that it takes so much time just goes to show how like how passionate people can be about these characters in this universe. And it's, I don't know, I'm already super excited. There are so many good characters, and I think it just goes to show that like if you play D&D, like Critical Role and other series that are, you know, popping up really just show how DMing can open up a huge world to people. You can connect via these characters, and almost all of it for the run is theater of the mind, you know, so you just kind of have to use your imagination. Of course, they have some visuals and things, but like, you know, it's really, really cool. It's really cool, and I have such a blast watching it. I usually get through some of it, and then I save the rest for the next day or on Monday. I don't know if you've caught up with campaign 4. I won't spoil anything, but I'm absolutely feral for how much drama is already happening. I have been keeping up to the up to date with this. All right. The far spikes are looking a little thin, and I think that's just because we're seeing them, like the thinner side of them. Let me see what it looks like without reference. I think that's perfectly fine. I think I'm going to have to just say, it's fine. I think I'm just going to have to deal with it being just fine. Okay. I think it's a good enough. Okay, so that's the outside. We're gonna just kind of take this and we're gonna, there we go. I do have a few D&D ideas, like an Aarakocra group called the Founding Feathers. That's cute. I once had a joke idea for an Aarakocra character named James Buffet. He would be a flamingo style Aarakocra. And for those of you that don't, Aarakocra are just bird people. So he would be a flamingo style Aarakocra, and he would be a bard, and he would just do like reciting poetry of Jimmy Buffett lyrics. Yeah. Yes, they're based on who you think. Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda, of course. From shallow sleep. Yeah, the wall-eyed stare is perfect. It's like using just like a round circle brush for this, just to kind of make it. There we go. Also, having it be a little bit like off, I think would make it look a little bit more handmade, you know? I know Skull Kid did not make this mask, but I feel like it would be kind of cool if he did. Really, it's like who even made this mask is kind of up for debate. I don't think we really know. Something wicked. I played a Kenku once. It's hard to play mimicry, not actually annoy your party, but I tried. My first my first actual campaign, I played a Kenku named Apple, and I loved her. She's wonderful. I played a Kenku. I had a spreadsheet of phrases that I had remembered from like party members and like NPCs and stuff, and I wrote down like who they were, like their if they had an accent, stuff like their, you know, just like different buzzwords to help me like kind of call an approximation of how they sounded. And it worked out pretty well. I also too kind of like phoned in like sound effects and phrases that you would hear really frequently. Like it wasn't worth trying to like, you know, nickel and dime certain things when you would have heard, you know, a fire crackling or the sound of like, you know, it would just not have been worth it to like keep track of little tiny stuff. And people really I really enjoyed it and people really liked her. So let me clean this line up a little bit. My goodness. There we go. That's fun. We're getting there. We're getting there. Wednesday, yeah. First one I thought up was Benjamin Falcon, an artificer who specializes in lightning magic. That's fun. We basically ruled that I could construct basic sentences that sounded a bit random, note style. But I had a long list of out of context phrases to repeat. Yes, I love that. I mean, part of a Kenku, I think, is just have fun with it. My Kenku character's husband, I made him a wizard, so he was very intelligent. And so part of his backstory was that he had actually gone to a specialized school where he like basically practiced speech so much from like the same handful of people that he could mimic so accurately that it just ended up sounding like normal speech because of how many times he had heard words over and over in different inflections in different ways. So that was you know, that was part of his story. That didn't help Apple because of course she, you know, she wasn't the one that did that schooling. But I thought it was a really cool idea to kind of, you know. All right, we have these 3 dots here, and then we have some here. We have some of these little vent bits. I don't know what these are, but they're something. There we go. Here, let me make the lines a little thinner. And let me merge this. Let me smooth out this transition. There we go. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. I think that's perfectly fine. And the rest is all pretty much just color. Oops. Here it is without anything. That looks pretty fine to me. Another one I thought of was George Woodpecker. A wooden beak was famous battle in Trina. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I like that D&D allows people to be creative with it. I mean, like, you just kind of have the opportunity to make the world what you want, or just like make totally new worlds. Don't like the world they've got, make a new one. Of course, you know, that's not to say that like D&D is not for everybody. It requires a lot of improv and flexibility, and it's like willingly giving yourself a group exercise, you know. And if that's just not the way you like to spend your time, then I can totally understand like someone not vibing with D&D. There we go. Okay. I'm liking how this is turning out. Let me get my my reference and let me get a copy over here so we can do some basic color picking. I'm not going to worry too much about being super, super careful with the color. I want it to be nice and saturated without being, you know. There we go. Really good playlist. Thank you. Oh my god. Hi, Golden. Hi, how are you? Let me go to my other brush here. All right, so it's all red in this base. It doesn't look like this is a darker color. It just looks like it's in shadow. So I'm going to keep the cheeks have some like patterning here. Honestly, part of me wants to make it look a little like brushy, like the paint was kind of like worn, you know? But I'm just going to focus on making it look like what it's supposed to look like first, and then we can go from there. But I think that could be kind of fun. 80% cringe. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. See, if you put your mind to it, anyone can be cringe.
Why are you gay?
Oh, 29% gay. You know what? Hey, you know what? It's okay. It's all right. Keep working on it. Working it. That's right. Ready, cheese. 92%. Good job. Okay. It might be a slightly darker red. And in that case, I think I'm going to oops. Whoopsies. There we go. Let me lock this. Those are the lines. Bringing the cringe today. Yeah, we're super cringe and we love that. I don't want to stop. Just move it to the limit. Morning light. Boom, boom, boom. Body boom, 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 boom. Okay, so we have like a. I'm going to take this slightly darker red here just to kind of give us a little bit of variety with our red here. Let me turn the reference off. That could be a little bit darker. There we go. Ra-da-da-da-da-da. We'll push it to the limit. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this here. I'm gonna just treat it like it's slightly darker. And we're gonna have like it's a pale outline here. It actually goes over quite a bit. There we go. Wonderful. Yeah, I think that just adds a little bit of interest here without being super in the way. 53% cringe. You know what? The good news is that the number fluctuates, so I know you got more cringe in you. So I'm gonna just do some base colors, and then this looks like this white looks like it could be like an overlay layer because it's like semi dependent on what's underneath of it. Fixing my posture. Everybody should fix their posture too. Fix your shit, everybody. 24% cringe. Oh, I know you got more in there. Also, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to turn off. Hold on. I've been really wary of having lurk bait on while my Twitch integrated throws. I think I need to update Twitch integrated throwing system. So let me close that. And let me open up Lurk Base so you guys can fish.
Why are you gay?
81% gay is respectable. That's a respectable number. Have you heard about Dispatch? I have. I actually I started the video of Jacksepticeye playing it because apparently he's got like a pretty sizable role in it. Hold on. Ah. I'll put this up here. Wonderful. Excellent. All right, now you guys can do exclamation point fish if you'd like to fish. Just dropped today. Yeah, I've been seeing some really a cereal with water. Thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, I've been seeing some people talk about it. It looks really cool. Like it looks like it's like cinematic. I want to be 100% gay. Me too. Me too. How are you? Are you ready? Hi, I'm your little butterfly. Little butterfly. Yeah. I'm a little pitchy, but ain't nobody ever faulted me for that. I'm not on that side of the internet. The Dispatch internet? I've been seeing people really excited for it. It looks like a cool game. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's not a perfect singing voice, but I like to sing. I like to sing in the car. I have a long-ass commute. So that's why I actually pushed stream. Oh, Let's Play? Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, so the reason I pushed stream back today was because it took me an hour and 40 minutes to get home today. And I'm like, hey guys, I just want to have dinner. Have dinner and chill out. I watched a couple episodes of an anime and then here we are. And we're not usually live on Wednesdays, but you know. We're gonna have this Wednesday and then next Wednesday because of the Halloween, which is really exciting. All right, so we have the eyes are like this fiery red and they go to a yellow. I'm gonna put the eyes in their own layer so we can just kind of let them exist. We're gonna do the red first. Really crazy looking eyes. Really wild looking. All right, clipping mask. I'm gonna take a soft brush and I'm just gonna really intense in the middle. Same here. Hi, Katie Crypt, how are you? Welcome, Raiders. Oh my gosh. Hello, everyone. How are you? Oh my god, Jar Jar Binks lollipop. Oh, the one with his tongue? Hi, how are you? Welcome in. I have seen the Jar Jar Binks lollipop. Are you kidding me? He's got a little freaklet tongue. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome in, Raiders. Hold on, let me make this a little bit lighter. There we go. We're currently working on, they know. They showed it to me. I was horrified. Oh my gosh. Welcome in, Raiders here. Let me turn off my oh, oops. Here's what I'm working on today. Welcome everybody. If you guys don't know me, I'm Mandi, Quin, mall mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. I hope you guys had a fabulous stream. Welcome everybody. Here, let me get a picture of that Jar Jar Binks lollipop. Misa gonna tongue you, okay? No. Hi, welcome to the mall. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. I'm Mandi Quin, mall mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. And today we're drawing this model here. This is a PNG model that I've been using while I play Tears of the Kingdom. And every time we play Tears of the Kingdom, you guys can change the model somehow. So we've upgraded the weapon. So the following week, I draw the new prop and I put it into the model. And this week, I have a new accessory, which is Majora's Mask. Welcome in. I hope you had a fabulous stream. Aside from being absolutely unnerved by your audience and their taste in candy, what were you doing today? Welcome in. And if you guys need to raid and run and lurk, please feel free and help yourselves to the pretzels. We got tons of pretzels. And if you guys don't know me, but you'd like to, I hang out on Blue Sky and I have a coffee gallery with all my art. And I'm actually, aside from this, I'm prepping for a Halloween event that'll be happening most of next week, almost all of next week. Here, Jar Jar Binks lollipop. Oh god. Thank you so much for the follow. Guys, oh my gosh. You're all right. If you've never seen the Jar Jar Binks lollipop, guys, please take care of yourselves mentally, you know. Rated and love your art and model. Thank you so much. Welcome, Raiders. You guys are so incredibly kind. I hope you guys have a good time here. Here, look at this shit. Oh my god. Who thought, okay, now, as, you know, thank you for the follow. Welcome, guys. Welcome in. Listen, how do you even approach this thing? How do you even, like, how do you even, like, how do you even, oh, it's so bright, this light. How do you even, you know, carefully. Yeah, here, allow me to draw a demonstration. There are a couple ways that we could go about this, okay? Let me turn it to the side here for your viewing pleasure. There are a couple ways we could approach this. Grab the tongue, assert dominance, obviously. You're so right. You're so right. You talk when I say you talk. You're right. You're so right. Here, listen. All right. So here, you know, you could assume that you, as an individual here, here you are. That's you. That's you right there. We could assume that that this is how you're supposed to eat it. But now, hold on. I need to put some artistry in this. Hold on. I need to put some artistry in this. More like fartistry here. Hold on. We're gonna make it look like a magic trick. It's gonna be great. Hold on. Perfect. Okay. So you guys were saying, Mandy, what did you just do? Don't worry about it. See, now watch. What's up? I've always wanted to be tongued by Jar Jar. Guys, listen. Because now, like, are you seeing what? Obviously, too, for like the scale, it would probably be like this big. You know what I mean? Here, let me also, I need to do some more artistry. Because this is, okay, so, hold on. Okay, so this is kind of, no. Okay, here. Okay, so this is kind of what it would look like. You know what I mean? It would kind of look like this. And hold on, I'm trying to get some of the white space out of this. I'm trying to make this magical, okay? I'm trying to make this a fun, magical experience for all you guys. I hope you like it. Oops. Not so magical or fun. There we go. Okay, so is this how you're supposed to do it? Right? Is this how you're supposed to do you like the extra effort that I put in to like layer it out and everything? What's that face for? What? Could you imagine? Like, I think this is the intended, you know what I mean? Like, make out while eating. Yeah, it's making out with tongue. And like in the movie, his tongue pops out like a frog/toad. Exactly. See, it would be like on either side of your mouth. Is this really why people hate Jar Jar Binks? I think so. Misa thinks it's why they hate Jar Jar Binks. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, it's like exactly. Like guys, I can't believe you guys are eating a Jar Jar Binks lollipop like this. I can't believe you guys are eating the Jar Jar Binks lollipop like this. I come back and see this. What's happening? It's the Jar Jar Binks lollipop. It's the Jar Jar Binks lollipop. And that's you. Jar Jar Binks you. See? It says it right there. Thanks for the follow. And is this doing it? Is this doing it? We're stretching, we're stretching. I'll just keep this on the screen so this is the thumbnail for the stream. All right, we're stretching. Oh. We're stretching, we're stretching. Ah. Thank you. Listen, guys, this is probably either the best thing you could have shown me or talked about while writing in, or the worst. Either way, welcome in. What the heck did I just write? Don't worry about it. Supernova, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about that. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Instead, we're working on Majora's Mask. Considering the internet, you know someone's into that. Well, it's into you. Get it? Because it's a lollipop in you. No, I don't. I'm fine with that. Oh my god. Can you give them a pompadour or something so this becomes like a stone cold twink? Stone cold and twink love. Loves love. Loves crazy. Wait. What did Syrup say? Remind me of the Vine with the guy gagging on the long witch figure. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh, where he's got one of those like nun masks on, and then his friend has like one of those finger gloves and goes, what? Stone Cold Twink Love? Yes. Love is love. Love is love, guys. And we're nothing but lovable in here. You know what I mean? Character design so pretty. Aw, shucks. Me or the guy that I drew, which was you guys. But welcome in, Raiders. I hope you guys had a really fun time. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. Feel free to lurk and raid and run if you have to. If you need to go get something to eat, something to drink, go take care of yourself, go piss, but feel free to vibe and hang out. The Link style one. Thank you. Thank you. I have another model actually in this art style. That I enjoy. It's going to be, you're going to be able to see it in our Halloween event that we're doing next week. We're doing a big circus-themed Halloween event next week. So if you'd like, it's called Malloween, and we do it every year. So if you'd like to help, also this year, for the first time ever, it is a charity event. So we have some really fun stuff. Oh my gosh, so many cool Novas in the house. You guys are super. Here is the schedule for that event. As you guys can see, it's going to be, we have Saturday, we're going to be participating in Creative Carousel, which is really, really fun. And then we have something on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we have the ability for donations to open up the following Saturday and Sunday. So that would be basically a whole week's worth of fun. A lot of collabs, things that you can participate in, things that you guys can do. And if you're an artist, by the way, and you would like to participate, we have 2 different ways that you can share your art with us throughout this week. The first one is !CC, which is Creative Carousel. This is just an art show and tell. So if you want to show your art off, maybe you have something that you're working on, there's no strings attached. It's just you sharing your art with a really fun community. So follow that link. Just submit your, it's just your Twitch username, pronouns if you prefer, and a piece of art that you'd like to share. And it's just a really fun way to let you guys show off your art for a really cool thing. And again, no matter your skill level, no matter what medium you're using, as long as it's TOS appropriate and you don't mind sharing it on stream, the Creative Carousel is all about people sharing their art. So we're going to be doing a show and tell. We're going to be doing a show and tell. Hi, Shadow Wolf, how are you? We're going to be doing a show and tell on October 25th, which is a Saturday at 8 p.m. And because the Creative Carousel is a UK-based event, the time is a bit odd. So I'm going to be going from 8 p.m. to about 1 a.m. Eastern. So it's going to be a little bit of a later stream, but it's going to be really fun. I'm also going to be drawing. Just for the record, the original Stone Cold was Leslie Feinberg. She's older than Steve Austin. Let's fucking go. We love it. We love a lady in STEM. A woman in STEM. And if you guys are curious as to what some of the goals are for this event, let me show you what we got there. Ignore the spelling error. It just says even hoodie. Maybe it's something special. Y'all don't know. So we have, our goal is $500 throughout this week, which based on our past events you guys are definitely going to crush it. We raised $1,200 for the American Heart Association in February when I played through Kingdom Hearts for the first time. And I also had a PNG model. I had 3 different PNG models that you guys unlocked. It was a blast. We have 4 clown adoptables that will be available for people via raffle. So if you donate, you're automatically entered into a raffle. We have Neoeva Clown providing one. We have Pix EXE, and we also have Nuts VT. And then myself, I will be doing like a semi-custom / surprise clown. And then of course these 2 open up extra days. I'll be working on a desk mat, which is what I'll be doing during the creative carousel. We have a hoodie for the event that you guys can unlock, voting for next year's theme, and of course our stretch goal, which is me getting a live 2D version of my clown design, which is really, really fun. And for those of you that are interested in coming back and donating, there are also rewards for how much you donate. So if you donate $10, you get a sticker. 25, you get the card and the sticker, which is a little print. It's like a 4x6 print. $50 or more gives you the card, the sticker, and the shirt. And if we reach $250, we unlock a $100 tier, which there are probably several, maybe 1 or 2 people that'll get that. But I thought it was fun to try something new. And I think it's going to be a really good time. Sorry, this song is kind of weird. It's a weird little song. But yeah, let me show you guys real quick if I happen to have my clown model handy. Let's see. I do have, here is just a snippet of my clown model. So yeah, you can see it's the same art style. I'm just a big old clown. Footnote. Oh, Jesus, I messed up Leslie's pronouns. Her. Di gets that. Oh, no, that's all right. That's all right. But thank you for letting me know. Also, speaking of, if you guys have pronouns that you would prefer, there's actually a way for you to enter them into Twitch so you can see them in the chat, which is pretty cool. You can see here, if I take a screenshot of my chat right here, boop, you can see here that they show up right in Twitch. If you do have 7TV in Chrome, they kind of cancel each other out, but if you're using another browser, it should be fine. So yeah, we have a lot of stuff happening. October's super busy for a lot of people. So obviously, we're just having fun. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with our friends. Yeah, it's a really good time. Also, if you guys are just interested in art and you guys want to check me out, I also have a VGen. My November to December commission area is closed, but I will be opening some up next year. So, welcome in. Sorry, I just word vomited all over. I am currently making this Majora's Mask accessory for this Zelda model. The model changes every week, which is really fun. What's Twitch's TOS on drawings containing minimal blood? Not in color. I think it's fine. Especially if it's like a nosebleed or something like that. Yeah, you should be good. Oh yes, if you'd like to contribute in another way, we have a drawing challenge for this month, and it's part of our Halloween event. If you would like to make a circus-themed character to be featured during the event, we will be meeting your circus characters. They don't have to be a clown. It could just be anybody that has a reason to be at the circus. But there's a place for you to download templates, and there are 2 different ways you can submit a character with 2 props or a character with a pet. And other than that, there's no limit to the pose as long as we can see like most of the design, and there's some character info that you share, but basically the whole point is for us to meet your characters in the circus. So if you have a bit more time this upcoming week and you would like to submit before next Sunday, we'll be meeting characters all throughout the event, and it's kind of just like your way of joining the circus. And it's anybody that submits a character is also entered into the donation raffles, which is really fun as well. All right, so I am going to take some of this like pinky color, this pinky purple, and I'm going to do a little bit of like a soft brushing. Oops. Okay, I'm going to grab this purple color. There we go. Kind of make it look a little iridescent. There we go. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Just trying to get a little bit of variety in the color. Oh, let me go back to the eyes. Silly. Pew! I'm pretty. Thank you. All right, we're gonna take our round brush again. I'm gonna grab this like lime color, and I'm just gonna. I might make the eyes a smidge larger. Oops. Oh, you know what? I kind of like having a little bit of the green in the middle. That's kind of fun. I should be going now. Hope you have fun. Have a wonderful night. And Raiders, thanks so much for vibing. If you guys need to go and take care of yourselves, please make sure you're doing so. Please make sure you're taking care of yourself. There we go. Honestly, I should just do the near one and then warp it on the far side. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'll do. He's got kind of like this reddish brown. Actually, I'll just use the same reddish brown here. Oh, creepy. 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 Okay, actually, hold on. Let me do like this. And then I will erase like this maybe. Maybe a little bit more. And then I will blur it. Gaussian blur. Like this a little bit. Yeah, creepy. Ugh. Yucky. Oh! Hi there, Reverie. How are you? Welcome, Raiders. Hi. Welcome, everybody. How are you? It's a Dreamer Raid. Hello, Dreamers. I hope you guys have had a wonderful stream. Welcome in. Hi. Hold on. My brain can only handle so much at one time. Model so cute. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Hold on, everyone. Let me show you what I'm doing, huh? Welcome. Sorry, I messed up. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you so much for the follows. You guys are incredibly sweet. Oh my gosh. Let me turn this off. Here's what you couldn't see what I was doing. This is a Zelda-themed model for our playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom. Every week that we play, there are updates to the model that you guys help vote on and earn with channel point challenges. But welcome, everybody. Here, let me come closer. Welcome, everybody. I'm Mandi Quin Mall Mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. I hope you had a fabulous stream. Reverie, what were you doing today? Welcome, everybody. Before I go on my spiel, if you guys need to raid and run and take care of yourselves, please do, okay? Make sure you're drinking water, getting something to eat, going to the bathroom, taking your meds, make sure you guys are resting. But I hope you had a wonderful stream, and welcome in. If you guys don't know me, but you'd like to, I hang out on Blue Sky. I've got a coffee account. No need to donate anything, but I do have a gallery of all my art there, and I have a VGen link there as well. Hi, thank you so much for the follow. We were working on Revi's redesign, finishing up a chibi model for going to learn how to rig. That's so exciting! I want to learn how to rig in Live 2D in November sometime. I want to take some time off and lock in. That's so exciting. If you have any art that you would like to share, feel free to post a link in chat, absolutely. Or if you don't have a whip of that and you have other art you'd like to share, feel free. Well, welcome in, everybody. That's so exciting. You're gonna be undergoing such a fun adventure, and I'll be going on that adventure sometime soon. Well, welcome in, everybody. Oh my gosh, here, let me take my seat again. But yeah, we have been just updating this. The chat with a community goal challenge earned adding an accessory to this model, and that accessory is Majora's Mask. So we're meticulously recreating Majora's Mask with some artistic liberty, of course. But yeah, feel free to send a link, or if you just want to share your socials or where people can find you, feel free to do that as well. But welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Okay, I think I'm gonna grab The eyes on this are kind of creepy. If you're averse to eye contact, just, maybe look away from this one. Take your time. There's no rush. And welcome in, everybody. We're listening to some J-Rock, like it's 2008, and we are about to catch Elfin Lied and Death Note on Toonami. We're gonna watch crazy stuff. There we go. Eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for the follows. You guys are incredibly kind to me. What the hecky? And again, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves. It's a little late in my neck of the woods, so just make sure you guys are getting some water, going to the bathroom, stretching your bones, all the good stuff. All the good things that come with being a little guy. Ooh. Art tax. I need an art tax emote. So pretty. What the hecky? Oh my god. Are you a dream dragon? Oh yeah, no. The Discord links always look like big booty. That's not your fault. Don't worry about that. I always feel bad sending Discord links. And it's transparent. Let's fucking go. You're a dream dragon? That's sick. Here, hold on. You said don't worry about the scribbles. Watch this. What scribbles? This is awesome. Hold on. Let me turn off my stuff over here in the corner. That's so cool. I love the horns. They're like opalescent. I really like that texture. When you rig, that'll be so cool to see what kind of like textury goodness that you do with that. Oh my goodness. And I really like the sunset colors here in the wings. I see a second pair of wings too. And this tail's really fun. Look at all these spots. Hell yeah. Segmented and will float. Let's go. I love that. Oh yeah, these big chunks here. Oh, see, and here's the tip of the... I love that. Oh my gosh. This is such a cute design. I love the vibe. I also love that, like, the nose is kind of drawn in this, like, snout-like way, but it's still, like, a little bit like a button nose. It's really cute. I also, too, this big cloud of hair just reminds me of how much I enjoyed Spyro when I was younger. We played through the Spyro Reignited trilogy here on stream. But Spyro has such a whimsical approach to dragon design. They're not hesitant to give really fun, like, magical shapes and things and really fun textures. And I don't know, I have such a soft spot in my heart for Spyro. The hair is transparent down towards the bottom as well as the back of her shirt. One of the ethereal vibe. Yeah. Oh, it definitely reads. It definitely reads. And I think, too, that transparency is going to be really neat because you'll be able to see, yeah, you can see here that transparency through the sleeves. Making a sheer fabric is difficult, but it's definitely a really fun way to get some texture and get a little bit of, like, variation in the fabric and the art that's happening here. That's really fucking cool. Oh, I love this so much. Hell yeah. Also, big fan of eyeshadow. I mean... I don't know if you could tell, but I really love a good eyeshadow. I love a good eyeshadow. Oh my god. Welcome, raiders. A clown raid. Hee-haw. Welcome in, everybody. Reverie, thank you for sharing your beautiful art with me. Welcome in. And for our another raid, welcome in. Hi, Pastel Mitzi. How are you? I hope you had a fabulous stream. Welcome, everybody. New model. Oh, yeah. B, welcome back. Hello. Hi. Oh, of course. Yes, welcome in. How are you, Mitzi? What were you doing today? Welcome, Raider. It has been so long. I hope you've been taking care of yourself. I hope you're doing well. Speaking of which, I must head to bed. Hope you have a lovely night. Supernova, have a wonderful night. Oh, thank you so much for vibing. Welcome, everybody. You guys are so incredible. I was finishing up a couple of emotes. Well, welcome in. If you have any art tags that you'd like to share, feel free to send it in. I would love to see it. We were actually just looking at Reverie the Dreamer's art tags, which is a beautiful model that they're working on. A chibi model, super fucking cute. Unfortunately, get a raid and run. Looking forward to catching another stream. Thank you so much for the raid. Get some good rest. And that model looks awesome. That model looks great. Welcome in, everybody. Here, Should I stand here? Welcome, Raiders. I'm Mandi Quin Mall Mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall, and I'm gonna give you guys a little spiel. If you guys don't know me, I mean, look at me. That guy, this little baby, that's me as well. It's me, and then this little guy's also me. Look at that. See? That's me and me. We're like twins, see? Twins. Twins. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you had a fabulous stream. If you have any art tags that you'd like to send, any links that you'd like to share, please feel free to send them my way. I would love to see. Hold on, let me put my little guy back on my shoulder, my son. There we go, my little baby twins. Feel free to share your art. I would love to see it. And for those of you that don't know me but you'd like to, here are my socials. I have a gallery of all of my art on Coffee, and I have a bunch of art on VGen as well, so you can see what kind of work I do. Over here, I'm actually working on updating a PNG model for our Tears of the Kingdom playthrough. I'm adding an accessory to it, and every time we play, there's going to be something updated about the model. Art tax. Where you pay your tax, you pay the toll. If I were a dragon, my horde would be art. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Thanks for being cringe. Ooh, bombastic side-eye. Ooh wee. You got me. Hold on. Hold on, let me put this up. Man, only 25, don't worry about it. You can be more cringe if you'd like. Dude, hold on, you're hitting me with the you get me with the no bitches. wait. Hold on. This font won't do. This font will simply not do. It needs to be impact font. It needs to be impact. It needs to be impact. It needs to be centered, and it needs to have a stroke on the outside so we know what we're looking at here. Not a white stroke on a white text. There we go. There we go. See? I love this. I love how little your nose is here. The art's so cute. Is Heitenschweiler font? I don't know German. What the heck is a Heitenschweiler? Oh, I see. We're praying to the Heitenschweiler font. Yeah. If we have any Germans in the chat, I'm so sorry, by the way. I love this. I love that you have knuckle tattoos that say honk. That's so cute and silly. Yeah, your eyeliner, boom. Boom. Yeah, your eyeliner's crazy. I love these emotes so much. I do love that this emote almost looks like the predecessor of this emote. Like you're about to do the boy, and then you see them looking at you give them this. You're like, what the fuck? I love these so much. Oh my god, you're doing such great work. We have a couple emotes that I just got some sketches for that I'm commissioning, and they're really fun. So I can't wait to make more emotes. Like I haven't made emotes in a hot minute, and I can't wait to make more. Oh yeah, the boy, yeah, absolutely. Or the bombastic, like the boom, you know? Well, welcome, Raiders. If you need to raid and run and take care of yourselves, get something to eat, something to drink, piss, shit, take your meds, sleep, do what you gotta do, please feel free. We started our stream a little bit later today. My goal is just to get our accessory done for this, and then see how we feel afterwards, and get it in the model. Well, welcome in. This song is very much in my ears right now. I have to fix that. But welcome, Raiders. Let me go back to here. We're just coloring our Majora's Mask. I've kind of taken some liberties with how my spikes look. Yeah, I'm doing my thing. Though, the more I'm looking at the spikes on the far side, they look so thin compared to the ones on the near side. I might have to do something about that. Honestly, it probably wouldn't be too hard to adjust my... You know, it's just a little tedious. I'm just a little guy. Day. Okay, here. Let's see if we can't get this looking a little bit nicer. I'm gonna... It's kind of difficult to get them looking right when, it's such a thin situation here. There we go. Yeah. It's a little long, though. Dang. Here, hold on. Let me fix that. Hey. I think no matter what, it's always going to be a little too, like, I'll have to make it, like, it would have to be, like, thicker, like, even thicker to kind of balance it out. But let's see. Let's see. This is already looking a little better, so I'm not too mad about it. Let me color this in here. I like this exaggerated shadow on the far side. I'm not being too precious, with some of the shape and whatever, but, this looks super thin compared to this, so I just wanted to, like, give it a little bit more heft, maybe I can just kind of give it a little bit. There we go. See if I can't. Okay, that's not too bad. I may leave the other ones simply because they are so far, from the viewer that I really don't think it'll matter at that point. This one, I could even probably just color the whole thing in. Just thicken it up like this, huh? Thicken it up like that. Whoops. Okay. I'm not mad about that. The dramatic shadow's kind of doing something. For me, you know what I mean? All right, this one's a bit thicker. Day. Damn. May. Day. Thickening it for sure. Yeah, there we go. I think that's perfectly fine. It looks better than it did before. All right. Oh shit. Oh. Are you guys ready? Hi. Thanks for being a super shopper. You're freaking huge. I'm your little butterfly. Do you guys want an extreme tonal shift in music after this? Y'all want party music after this?
Why are you gay?
43% gay? You know what? That's a respectful number. No, wait.
Initiating security scan.
I'm innocent. I swear. I'm innocent till proven guilty. Ah. Shoot. Huh?
Scan complete.
Yeah.
Oh look. I found some spare pretzels.
Oh, thanks for the pretzels, Penny. All right, that wasn't so bad. Wasn't so bad. Let's go. 81%, let's go. Let's go. You guys are so incredibly cringe and gay today. Might I say, dare I say, you're ravaging this evening. You're ravaging this evening. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Here, let me see if I can't darken and intensify the colors. Ooh. Okay. Before, after. Okay. I don't mind that. I don't mind that. Jam into this. Absolutely jamming. All right, so we have quite a bit of this like yellow situation happening. Oh, thanks. Of course, of course. You're looking wonderful this evening, might I say. Why are you gay? 60%. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Where are you guys getting it from? You're glowing. You're effervescent this eve. On this fine evening, you are indeed quite delectable. In vibe and in style. Yeah. I don't even think it's clocking to you guys that I'm standing on business, okay? Do-do-do. Ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-da-da-da-dum. I don't even think it's clocking to you guys that I'm standing on business. And the business that I'm standing on is that you guys are great, okay? Aw, shucks. Delectable? Yeah. Like a, I don't know. I'm pulling this kind of out of nowhere, in particular, a Jar Jar Binks lollipop. Yeah, I know. That's a pretty high compliment. That is a pretty incredible compliment. And I'm not here to toot my own horn, but that's a pretty good compliment coming from me, Mandy Quin Mall Mannequin. The Jar Jar Binks lollipops are indeed a novelty to be enjoyed in the privacy of your own home. I would not and recommend you eat that in public. Lest you undergo ridicule of the finest. Looks of disgust and you know what I mean? All right, I'm gonna have to redo that because it's just slightly too thick. There we go. It's just a little too big. Once the horn's been tooted, you can't take it back. Oh, that's sorry. All right, I'll untoot the horn instead of it going. It's or yeah, that's it. Like that. Here, let me do the vibe change real quick for the. Oh, vibe change could not be any bigger. Are you guys ready? Let's go to the bit. What? Blue Rose. I'm on the floor. She said starships, not starshits. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, welcome. How are you? Starshits are meant to fly. Hands up. And oh my eyes. Awa Bear, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you all right? Do you need help? Hands up and rub my eyes. I'm going blind. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, welcome in. What an entrance. Now, this side's way too thin compared to this side. I'm already tired of these details, guys. I'm already sick and tired of this. Here, I'm gonna do like a... My nose will never be the same. Oh, I'm sorry about that. But I hope you're doing well. The twinkle twinkle is crazy. Okay. If I treat it like it's one solid shape first and then remove the extras, it kind of helps make it look a little bit more cohesive, a little bit less haphazard, higgledy-piggledy, as some would say. Starship won't fly for much longer. No, you're right. You are correct. One more time. Starships are meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. So one last time. Okay. I'm gonna use this as a reference, but I'm gonna just kind of form it to how I need it. There's this. Okay. Meant to fly and touch the sky. This era of music was just crazy. You know, we have a little bit of this, but it's the Kesha, Nicki Minaj era. Lady Gaga has been bringing us back. She's been our savior this year. But damn, I miss like the 2010s music sometimes. you know, or the aughts, like 2007, 2008. Okay, so we have this up here, which is just a series of lines and things. Speaking of Lady Gaga herself, oh my gracious. Heard. Oh, I'm hearing it. Guys, we were speaking some German earlier, not really. Do you guys speak German? Would you like to? Tony Ted's music so, but yes. Yes, it was delectable. Bum, 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 bum. Wherever you like, Scheiße be mine, Scheiße be mine. Do you like? Okay, this needs to be like over a little bit more, but it's whatever. I dance on a single prayer. She could be strong without somebody there. It's on a single prayer. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. I'm learning French. Does that work? That's perfect. Oui. Oui, oui. Magnifique. You know? What's funny is I'm pretty sure Lady Gaga speaks French, and so she speaks her German with like a French accent, kind of. You're taking notes? Good. Write that down. Write that down. Oui, mon cher. Yeah. I like talking about chairs. Okay, okay, okay. So under this is the same like dark brown color as the line art. So I think I'll just go to the lines and add it to the lines. It's on a single prayer. Got this Scheiße, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. This is my mall mix playlist, so if it brings you back to a mall in the 2000s, my job is done. Oh, I don't have a D&D role. But that's a good idea. One of these days I will host a D&D stream. Someday. There's a blind box redeem that I've seen that I would really like to do something with someday. Yeah, good luck, good try. A 69-sided die would be a little difficult, seeing as it's an odd number. But I like where your head's at. There we go. Let me grab the yellow I just had. I can hear your heartbeat, bam, bam, bam. Everybody move your feet, bam, bam, bam. The beat of my bam, bam, bam. You and me together, oh, whoa. What are you doing, 3D23? You're doing great. Bam, bam, bam. Listen to the beat of my bam, bam, bam. You and me together, oh, whoa. All right, so we've got that. I'm going to do overlay at 75%. Wow, 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 2001. Yeah, the Space Odyssey's crazy. And I'm with you. If you feel like no others do. And I'm with you. I know by now my love is true. Bam, bam, bam. I can feel your heartbeat. Bam, bam, bam. Same album as Bumblebee? Yeah, I have Bumblebee on this playlist too. Bam, bam, bam. You and me together. Oh, oh. Everybody move your feet. Bam, bam, bam. The beat of my bam, bam, bam. Together. Oh, oh. Okay, so we have some like width difference here. Trying to
Why are you gay?
capture that. 41, that's pretty good.
Why are you gay?
I feel like no others do. I feel right. But, 67 is only 2 away from funny number. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. Everybody move your feet. Bam, bam, bam.
Why are you gay?
64, so close to funny number. Stop, you're so close. I can't believe it. Truly. 4%? Okay, well, you can always get more cringe. I've heard the youths have turned 6-7 into a funny number. Yeah, 6-7 is funny, except for it's been very obnoxious recently. Them youths have been screaming it at the top of their lungs. And it's like, bruh, please calm down. Please. This is a business, sir. This is Wendy's. The youths know not. Exactly. Good day, Desi. The youths know not what they do. They know not the influence they have over the ruining shit. They know not what they do, except for they do. They have an affinity for ruining things. More gay than cringe. I can't read. Sir, this is a funeral home. Please stop chanting 6-7. But my uncle was 67 when he passed. I always slide down in my chair. Stop! Okay. I've had it explained to me and I still don't get it. Flux. It's a lyric from a song. Simply. 6-7 is in reference to a song. And it doesn't mean anything. That's the thing. Like, it is literally, it means nothing. So it's just being used as a way for kids to be annoying. I'll just say it. Memes have been getting worse and worse as time goes on. The thing is, memes originally were just like, top text, bottom text, So, like, at the end of the day, it's, it is what it is. I think because of the internet, memes are spreading faster and like they're dying faster. There were things that, from like the early 2000s that were like, memes have always been kind of stupid but they're funny. It's almost, if you're familiar with different artist movements, it's almost like Dadaism. Dada was a movement in the 20s that was like satirical. It poked fun at like institutional art that's like hoity-toity and it was a lot of stuff like there was this guy named Duchamp, and Duchamp would do like found object art where he would take something like a toilet. So Duchamp in the 20s was part of this French council for like an art gallery essentially, and they would like he would sit on the board while they were judging like who would or wouldn't be able to put their stuff in the gallery. So Duchamp, thinking that it was very pompous and arrogant, he took a urinal and wrote a name on it and submitted this urinal with a name just written on the side in marker. And that was presented as sculpture. And he sat in the room. It was, of course, a fake name. And he sat in the room while these people were trying to process the art that was in front of them. And it wasn't even necessarily that the art was what it was. It was simply a statement that he was making. And that was the art. And so Dada is like nonsensical shit, just like slapped together in basically making fun of societal ideas. Memes and meme culture can very much be Dada, like Dadaism, satirical, poking fun at systems and societies, and but it can also just be fucking nonsense. And 6-7 is just a way. It's like another example of like the skibbity toilet shit, and you know, stuff like that, where it's this brain rot, you know, nothing burger that like is just funny for a few moments, but then is repeated and regurgitated and gets obnoxious. Yeah. Memes used to burn slowly like an incense. Now it's more like fireworks, big and bright, but gone in a flash. That's a beautiful poetic metaphor for that. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's one of those things where, I mean, I laughed at stupid stuff when I was a kid. So I can't be upset with the presence of memes, unintentional post irony commentary. Yeah. And I can't be upset with the memes being kind of silly and stupid. I laughed at stupid shit all the time. But what I don't like is this like lack of respect with like recording devices in your pockets. Like a camera when I was in middle school, not to be fucking old, but a camera when I was in like middle school or high school was a like a whole like electronic device of its own, like a little digital camera. And so to have taken a digital camera out of your pocket or like a small camcorder and started recording someone on the bus or on the subway or on the street would have been very fucking strange. But now that everybody has a video recording device in their pocket and we use it for not just recording, you can have your phone out and inconspicuously film a stranger simply to post about them to an audience of however many people, you know, potentially millions of people in a matter of hours, minutes. And that kind of power like leads people to just literally not respect boundaries and human decency. It's like, how can I be a bully for the internet to like validate my shitty behavior? And so, you know, I saw a TikTok the other night of this girl that was doing like a recording for a like school sport event. So she's talking to a camera, she has a microphone, and she's talking about the game and the plays that were happening. And behind her is this fucking guy who's just screaming at the top of his lungs. 6-7, 6-7. He's just fucking screaming, and she's just trying to deliver this information that she has. And it was the most obnoxious shit. And I was like, this is asinine behavior. Like, this is fucking stupid behavior. Everyone's looking for their viral moment no matter who it impacts. Yeah. There's an inherent silliness to a head popping out of a toilet and singing scat. Ha! Now there's just shouting random numbers as an inside joke. Yeah. Skibidi toilet, I've realized the joke now. Yeah, it's just literally like, it's just a bunch of random garbage. And some of it's kind of funny, some of it's a little silly, and some of it we can definitely like appreciate. But then other stuff, it's like, I don't know. Like I draw the line at like being just an asshole in public to strangers, to like people. You know, like there's really nothing that excuses that behavior, and people just do that shit all the time. Hi Ghost, how are you? So, you know, that's it. You know, I think, you know, memes can be fun, and like I think the point of a prank, if people can't laugh at the prank themselves, like if the person that's the subject of the prank can't laugh at the prank, then it's not a good prank. That's another rabbit hole. Giving money to homeless prank gone wrong. People also like doing performative things. Like at the end of the day, like there's this like ethical argument that I'm not very qualified to give any depth on. But like something like, you know, for example, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast does performative acts of charity wherein he's like helping underprivileged like communities and people for the purpose of making content around it. So there's an ethical argument as to like, is it ethical to do this in exchange for content that millions of people are going, dozens of millions of people are going to see, while also making money off of that? But in the end, he still performed a positive act, right? Money was donated, resources were provided, entertainment was provided, sometimes healthcare was provided. And it's like at this point in time, it's like, yeah, it's performative. Yeah, he's doing this, but at what point is it like, I mean, it matters because he did it at all. And that not everybody can say that they, you know, can and would do that with the money that they were given. It's a really strange like loop, like I don't know, it's kind of like this strange like cycle that we get caught in, and if you think about it too hard, it just like makes your head hurt. If the victim isn't in on the prank, then it's just bullying, harassment, abuse. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Honestly, I love the pranks that are super silly. Like there's this haha fart jokes, but there's this guy on TikTok that has a little fart machine, and he keeps it in his pocket, and he walks through a park, and he like makes really obvious gestures, like he's like stretching his leg on a bench, and then goes, you know, like a fart out of this bot, and like seeing the people around him, their reaction, you know, being startled by how like aggressive it was, and just seeing that because it's an act, he has no shame in that he's like doing this in public. It's very funny, and you can see people laughing, and it's harmless. He's not going up to people and screaming in their faces. He's not touching anybody. He's not doing anything that like directly physically affects people. He's just doing something silly by making a silly sound and embarrassing himself for other people's enjoyment, which is kind of funny. At my job a while back, the youths pranked somebody by putting sticky notes on every square inch of their car. No one thought it through. It was windy, blowing their prank all over the parking lot. Oh my god. Hey, it took care of itself. Problem with people like Mr. Beast isn't entirely with him. It's the system that allows such disparity that your basic needs being met is dependent on some fuckhead feeling charitable. That's true. Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it's like everybody is entitled. I mean, I'm not saying anything revolutionary. I am not saying anything revolutionary. But like everybody deserves to be able to eat, have some place to live, and have basic healthcare. Like food should be a basic provided thing. Like you should just be able to have food with no questions asked. Like there shouldn't be conditions. You shouldn't have to be under a certain income. And obviously too, like society has to run on some sort of money. Obviously, like there's an exchange here, but like, you know, at the end of the day, it's like food is a necessity for living, for life. And everyone should have the bare necessities provided to them just simply because they are a human being, you know what I mean? And that's not revolutionary. I'm not saying anything new, you know? Like, it's just simply, like, it sucks that, like, yeah, we are in a position where sometimes the only hope someone has of taking care of themselves and or their family is for some random stranger to post about it on the internet, but they still got to feed their family. And that's crazy. Like you see those stories of like kids. It's like Jeremy's local school couldn't afford to feed half of the student body. So Jeremy himself and raised $15,000 with his neighbors to feed all of the kids in his school for a year. And it's like Jeremy, a 10-year-old boy, should not have to do that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be up to little Jeremy and his family to, oh God. One of my favorite pranks is the one where one time where my friend let our mutual friend borrow his account for an MMO, his account for an MMO, and our mutual friend filled his home instance with cats. Just very fun, silly. In his case, a net positive because each cat is an in-game achievement. That's so much fun. Oh my gosh. No, not a child crushing machine. What do you mean by that? GG Pix, welcome in. Sorry you had to smell that. Sorry you had to smell that, gamer. Alright, I'm just gonna do some silly little gradients on this. Ethel, I do love seeing bugs emotes in the chat. I love the use of them. I love them so much. Okay, so there's like this. Yep, there's like orangey. Hi, Zuchi. How are you? How are you, Zuchi? Oh, you know what? I gotta send you a Discord message. I gotta remember to send you a message. We're just gonna. Oh, night. Oh, yeah. It's the rhythm of the night. Those stories are too focused on exemplifying the individual and not enough on questioning the systems that required such Herculean efforts. Absolutely. Look at you go. Been indoctrinated by grub language. Yeah, I love grubs. I am a grub. I'm a proud grub. I'm proud to be a little grub, where at least I know I'm silly. Wow, a sponge. Is it porous and yellow? Absorbent and yellow, and porous is he. Sponge by square points. Sorry, was that too much? All right, so I've got this green here. We got a little bit of this green here. I like the transition of color here. SpongeBob. That's so true. How could you say something so controversial yet so true? I can't get enough. Okay. Look at it. Look at that. To cry. I am no Lady Gaga. I do my best. The shadow of a man. Okay. That's pretty fun. I like this, what we got here. Okay, we'll do the same here. Put it on right here. Okay, so for anybody that's a fan of the original Ocarina of Time, we should play it on stream. I'll have to play it. It's a classic. I know not everybody likes it. It's, it's fine. That's valid. But for anybody that likes Ocarina of Time, I kind of wish that we got another Sheik moment. Sheik is Zelda in disguise, like in hiding from Ganondorf. And the idea of Zelda existing in the universe alongside Link, but like in a way which she is concealed somehow to Link as well. Like no one knows it's Princess Zelda. They're not supposed to. I love that. Like what a fascinating premise, and I want to see it again. Like that would be awesome. Matt's so accurate, giving me just as many heebie-jeebies as the original. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think having Zelda have like this, this desire to, or this agency to hide herself. What a hot little guy. Yeah. Yeah, Zelda having the agency to like hide herself is really cool. Shadow of a man. Okay. I'll do some basic rendering. I think that's perfectly serviceable. All right, let's do that. Perfect. Let me just group all this together. We'll do I'll do white overlay, and I'll do some highlights. We'll just do everything kind of like together as like a little bit of a, oh my god. You guys are like, Mandy, shut the fuck up, bro. I'm like, I know, I'm sorry. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. The open air is everywhere. You think me rude, but I would just stand and stare. We come here to hear you yap. Oh, sorry. So, like, NB Icon, right? Link and that character, like Zelda NB Slay. Oh, yes. Yeah, Sheik, totally. I mean, even if Sheik isn't gender fluid or gender neutral or non-binary, Sheik is a woman acting as a man in some capacity, so take that for whatever it means to you. You know what I mean? How to dance. Ooh. Disgusting. Look at those highlights. It's just hanging by a thread. I like to make myself believe that planet Earth turns slowly. Shit, look at this. Before, hold on. Before, after. That's 2 layers. It's an overlay at 100% and white. Away from here. Can't believe I wrote it like that, but it felt like that, I guess. You know what? That's okay. Listen, if anyone ever is like, oh man, I type so poorly, like what am I doing? I always assume that it's just me misunderstanding something. Like literally my assumption is always that it's my fault, so for better or worse. The eyes, they said farewell. Several are. Games get real bizarre, cause I saved a few and I put them in a jar. The song also is one of those fucking, like, what does it even mean? Like, this song's about nothing. It's just silly core. Slowly, but I mean, he did a good job. This, like, little whimsical whatever music is so much fun. When I fall asleep. Kind of about insomnia. Yeah. I mean, like, the bare bones is that it's, like, this kind of silly, dream-like moment in time. And it's kind of just up to you to kind of interpret it how you want. Which is fun. Thought it was about his dream. Yeah, it's just kind of whatever. It's very dreamy. Owl City is very much a, like, dreamy, playful kind of vibe. And I don't know. It's obviously this is very specific style to him, but like we don't get a ton of music like that. There's not much of it. There's I would say that, like, if I could think of somebody, I would say Gautier kind of had a little bit of that vibe, but it was like more of like a sad, you know, like this really melancholic kind of vibe, whereas like Owl City was usually very optimistic and very dreamy. Guys, the first time I heard this song was on, I want to say, like the early days of Tumblr or somebody's website. And I remember on their page, this song was playing in the background, and they had a pixel sparkly GIF of 2 furries fucking. And I was like 11, and I was like, what is this? But the song slaps, so. Yep, and it's burned in my brain forever. It is burned into my brain forever. I don't know. That's the memory. That's the memory in my head. That had to have been a canon event is right. That had to have been, hold on. If I was like 10 or 11, that would have had to have been 2000 like 9, 2010? No. No. 2007? Something like that. Internet sure was. The internet sure was, and it continues to be. I used to really like techno. I don't listen to techno so much now, but I used to really like techno. Probably not as much as like real techno enjoyers do, but like, you know, as much as a 12-year-old could. You know what I mean? As much as a 12-year-old could enjoy techno, I think I enjoyed it. This music also, like this song specifically, also makes me think of IMVU, if you guys remember. It was kind of like Second Life, if you ever played Second Life or had like any of those like life sim, like chat room games. You know what I mean? Let me love you every day. We're gonna do Multiply. Hello, yeah, this song is a classic. Dum-da-dee-doo. Dum dum doo doo doo. This song is a fucking classic for a reason. It's a classic for a reason. It's good. Very different vibe. A fucking classic indeed. Indubitably. Okay, we're gonna just dingy up the base of these guys. I liked Sailor Moon Crystal. That's the only Sailor Moon that I've watched all the way through. Sailor Moon Crystal was good. It started off a little rough, but like by the third season of Crystal, I don't know what they put in their sauce, but they went wild with Sailor Moon Crystal. They went crazy with Sailor Moon Crystal. Season 3, the quality shot up like crazy, and I'm like, "Hello? What happened?" Mooney I'm overjoyed. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. I don't know what happened. I tried watching the original Sailor Moon. I have to come back to it. But Usagi was very hard to deal with. Very annoying. Hell yeah. Let me add it to the club. The queue for the club. Sailor Star season. Let me see here. Let me add this in. Bam. Thank you so much. I've added it to the queue. I do have to say, I wish that we had access to things like Sailor Moon events and stuff. I mean, I know that there are some, but you know, cafes and things. There are more of them appearing, you know, but it's not quite the way that it is in like Japan. And like the museum I think is just now coming to America, but it's coming to like a specific part. I don't remember where. Probably LA, honestly. I tried to watch OG Sailor Moon, but just made me want to rewatch Tokyo Mew Mew. That's fair. I watched Cardcaptor Sakura, and I really enjoyed Cardcaptor Sakura. I thought it was like really well written as like the perspective of like a little girl and like having like a sudden like responsibility and being a hero and like struggling with that and whatever. Like I think it was done really, really well. Sailor Moon, I like Sailor Moon a whole lot. But like, damn, was Usagi fucking annoying in the original series. Like, very annoying. Very annoying. I'm gonna... Yeah?
Remember to drink some water, Mandi.
Thank you, thank you. Ah, water's so good, guys. Make sure you're taking a sip of your water, too. Okay. I might... Okay. The thing with, like, overlay on red is it just very rarely appears. Let me see if I can't find a hard mix, maybe. Let me put this underneath the shadow as well. Okay. Okay. Just kind of get a little bit of... Yeah. Okay. Let me... The lighting looks good. Let me do the line art. I'm gonna grab like this orange color. Okay. And I'm gonna just start going in and like adding a little bit of highlight to these raised areas. Music a little quiet. Yeah, this song is a bit quiet. There you go. Yeah, this song is a little bit quieter than the rest of what's been playing. All right, we're just kind of touching some highlights. I'm coloring the line art is what this is. I love Cardcaptor, but Quiche is my sunshine, a villain falling for a hero, willing to give up everything to keep her safe, but also willing to kill her teammates makes me giddy. Yeah. I actually really liked the dynamic of in Cardcaptor, there's like the classic like middle schooler has a crush on a high schooler. And like the way that they handled it was really nice. Like the older kid, ended up treating her feelings with care and saying, "Hey, the affection that you feel is more than likely, not like love. It could definitely you can still love, but more of like a sibling, and that's what's appropriate for you and me, Yukito and Sakura. Being an older kid, being able to treat her feelings with respect. And I thought that was really nice because it's natural for kids to have crushes. I mean, it happens all the time, but it always gets either like it becomes nasty, which Cardcaptor Soccer had a lot of weird like age gap things anyway, but I'm really happy that that was handled really well, like that one part. But I don't know. It happens a lot in anime and in media in general where like little girls' feelings are like kind of trivialized and you're like, you don't you're not actually, ew, gross, stuff like that. It's just kind of like let kids experience feelings and let kids like kind of live through it, but also like, treat them nicely. And treat them with care and treat them like people. And I love when that ends up happening. It's like, yeah, your feelings are important and they're real, but we need to like channel them into something a little bit different possibly. Then he kissed her brother. Yes. But at least her brother and him were the same age. Okay. That's fun. Let's see if we can't. Gotta go to bed. Nighty night. Have a wonderful night. Thanks for vibing. All right. I don't really think there's too much line art to color really aside from that. But I might grab the tips of the horns and kind of like maybe like this greenish instead. Let me like do this like greenish instead. There we go. So that one's kind of green, and then we'd be maybe a little bit more blue, right? And then we'll do like red-ish. It's already kind of red. There we go. How do we like that? How would you like them apples? Okay. Let's see. Make this into a smart object. And, oh, scary. Scary. Okay. Oh. Oops. One thing I gotta do is I'm gonna do some lighting, some of this pink lighting from the fairy. I'm scared. What's Goddess Boon or Bane? Uh-oh. Hold on. Is that active right now? Oh, let me turn that off. That is for the Tears of the Kingdom playthroughs. And so there's a bunch of redeems that are only available during the Tears of the Kingdom playthrough time. So the boon or bane is where at the beginning of the stream, you either give me a curse or you give me a big buff. So, okay, let me see. Where does this sit? Okay, maybe we do a little bit of a little cheeky rotatey. There we go. So confused by the colors. You did the coolest thing using the purple and orange for highlights. It still makes sense of the art. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the, like, magenta color here is, let me see what that is. Hold on. Let me name my, where is that? That is set to hard mix. If I put it back to normal, it's just white. But hard mix over red becomes magenta. If I used like overlay, which is a blending mode, if I'd used overlay, it would just kind of, it doesn't really show very well on red. Red is kind of tricky to deal with. All right, let's do the lighting from the fairy using this as a reference. There we go. Making sure that we're hitting all the areas. There we go. Here as well, the eye would catch some of that weird pink. I'm going to do some white here. Oops. There we go. Put some on the horns. Ba-da-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Ba-da-da-da-dum, 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 da-dum. Open your eyes, I see. Your eyes are open. Okay. There's that pink color from the fairy light. When it's cold outside, and my ear in vain, hold on to the night. There will be no shame. Always, I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. Always, I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. This song rips severely. Silly question. Will the mask be a toggle or do we always get scary Mandy? No, the mask is just for the upcoming stream. Of course, what I can do is I can always like put it to the side. So maybe like have it like on her hip or something like that. Am I here? Okay, let me lighten that eye up a little bit. Lighten up the side here. Yeah. And make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. Look at those just little bits of here's the before, after. Okay. One thing I want to try with the eyes is make them glow a little bit. Distinctly remember a unicorn raving with me to this song in like 2011 Second Life. Yes! When it's cold outside, am I here in vain? Hold on to the night. There will be no shame. This song rips. Always, I wanna be with you and make believe with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. This song I once heard playing in a Lowe's and I was like, hello? Hold on, let me. There we go. You might be saying, Mandy, what is going on? Hold on, hold on. Live with you and live in harmony, harmony, oh love. Whoa. Crazy. Ooh. Color dodge was kind of cool. I'm trying to see if I can get something kind of... Whoa, crazy. That's scary. Oh. That's kind of cool. Okay, stop. Hold on, I close photo. There we go. Oh. Ooh. It's kind of ghostly here. Before, after. Okay, hold on. I'm kind of... That's kind of fun. Hold on. Let me see what it looks like with the whole thing just covered in it. Whoa! Definitely don't want it everywhere. But let me see if we can't do something like a little bit on the highlight here. Oh. Kind of like this otherworldly feeling before, after. That's kind of fun. It's got like this it's got this cool like glow that kind of separates it from the rest. Before, after. It's kind of neat. It's got this weird ethereal feeling to it. Let me do a clippy mask here. Let me see if I can do something like this. This might be too much, but let's see. We'll do a Gaussian blur. Grab a color mode. Whoa. That's creepy. Creepy. Ooh. That's also kind of cool. It has almost like a a totally different vibe. Wow. Oh, saturation's kind of cool too. Hold on, trying to find where okay, so this is divide and then saturation. Divide, saturation. Welcome in. Thanks for the follow. I think I'm going to keep this odd, like, magical frostiness or something. That's kind of neat. One last thing. Let me grab... No. Oh! That's kind of cool. The problem with that, though, would be that it would... I don't know how good the softness of that outline would look in PNG Tuber Plus. But that is pretty cool. I could also make a shadow layer and clip it in to... because you can clip in this PNG program. I don't think it's too bad. Because if I had done like, let's try something. Like if I took like this and did like a shadow underneath, you know? Oops, maybe I can grab this and... So if I had like a shadow underneath, that could kind of like make it stand out a little further from the rest. But I think it's perfectly fine. I think it looks really cool. Maybe I could do really quickly on top of this. Maybe I could take my halftone, because we have halftone in some places. So let me see if I can't... Just kind of like right here. What's to do? Okay, so I'm concentrating it on where it's supposed to be hitting, where the light is hitting. Line turns blue. I do love you. All right. And then I'll also keep the eye isolated from that texture. And take this here as well, like on the underside. The eye and the horns will be spared. Okay, and then let me see if I can't find something kind of neat here. We'll do overlay, and then let me put it over the base instead. Oops. There we go. Clipping mask. Okay. That's kind of neat. It's a little distracting. So let me like really just isolate it to where like the highlights are. Maybe too, I can like bump it down a little bit. So it's like really subtle. Before, after. It's like a really subtle texture. Maybe I could erase it out of here as well. So it's really just on like the base. It doesn't make too much of a difference, to be completely truthful. But I like that it's there. We'll do light and color. That's fine. I think that's perfectly fine. We're going to clear the layer style, save, and make it a smart object. Lovely. Okay. What I'll do is I can make a drop shadow and see how that looks. I just don't know if I have a... Here, let me rasterize this layer. And let me do a cover overlay, or a color overlay rather. We're going to grab this. Perfect. And we're going to apply rasterize layer style. Okay, then I'm going to filter, Gaussian blur. Oh, cancel. Hold on. Color overlay, set to normal. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to bump this down into the side. And I will do filter, blur. There we go. Okay. So now all I have to do is export that, and we'll have the mask. Also, if we were to remove the mask and like put it on the hip or something, you know, we could find a place. Maybe it's like tucked behind, but we can find a place for it. We can do something with that. Welcome back from the ads, everybody, by the way. Here's what it would look like behind as well. Oh, creepy, even worse what is behind. Okay, so I hate and love this at the same time. Retronicus, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Let me export my things real quick. Whew, my eyes. Ah, avert your eyes. Holy moly. Ugh. Okay. I have to see how large I exported these. Let's go art. Model storage. Tears of the Kingdom. This is exported to... Ah, okay. It was 1080. Was that the width? No. It's the height. All right. Oh my goodness. So bright in my eyes. So incredibly bright in my eyeballs. Ow. Okay. Model storage. We're going to do Majora. And then I'm going to take the shadow. The shadow might not end up working, but we'll see. Export save for web. The height at 1080. We'll see how this looks when I bring it into PNGTuber Plus. We'll do... Where is the mask? Where did it go? Majora. I'll do Majora Shadow. Perfect. Let me go thoop. Wonderful. And then this is model version 3. I've been keeping, for those of you that are new, I've been keeping track of the iterations of the model to show like what's happening each time. So let me export this image as well. We're gonna do cheeky 60%. We'll do 50%. Might be too large. There we go. I'm gonna go to my desktop. I don't want to listen to this. There we go. What is the size for this? Properties. 1250. Okay. Perfect. Okay, we're on our third version. Okay, let me rig this really quick in PNG2 Plus. We just have to make sure. Oh, huge. Let me go to escape. Okay. I need to go to my model pieces situation. Model storage, TOTK. There we go. Castle in the sky. Haven't heard this song in a long time. I added it recently and I hadn't even been looking at it. Fitting for Tears of the Kingdom. Let's go. Oh, hold on. I'll make it small. Okay, never mind. Okay, it's kind of like in the fucking way. There we go. It's still in the way. It's still in my way. Where is this? Here we go. There we go. So you guys kind of see what I'm up to over here. This is the rigging process. So there are all these layers right here. So all I'm focused on is making sure that I can add my new pieces. So let me go to add new sprite, and I'm going to go to the model that I want to open, and I should have 2 layers here. I have a shadow, Majora shadow open, and you can see here that it's like sitting in a weird way. Don't worry about that. And then we have Majora, which, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember what the, is it E? Yeah, hold on. So now I have to find it over here. Okay, so the shadow goes in front. And the mask goes in front of that. Perfect. All right, so the shadow, I should be able to clip it. Clip linked sprites. No. I'm going to link it to... Should I link it to body? Yeah. So I'm going to grab link. And I'm going to click on body. Okay. Okay. So it would clip everything. So what I'd have to do, hold on, is I would have to then go to all these things and that unlinks it. Okay. Okay, so I can only clip, that's silly. So I have a bunch of things linked to body. So maybe I have to instead link shadow to the torso specifically, in order for it to like not. Whoa, what happened to this arm? Hello? What in the world? You see that the stick was in front of my torso? That's great. Okay. Same with my quiver. What? What in the heck'em? Where'd my quiver at? Where is this quiver? Hello? There it is. La 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 la. Okay. La la la. So the shadow can't get you out of my head. So it says clip linked sprites, which means I might not be able to actually like clip it to the body, which is where I would want it. I mean, I could maybe clip it to the head instead, because there's a couple things that are linked to the head. So let me grab the shadow again. Shadow, link it to the head. And then if I select the head. Okay. Every day. There's a couple things. No. No, that wouldn't work. All right. So the shadow's not worth it to try to mess with. So I'm going to grab the shadow and I'm just going to toss it. Looks fine without it. Where is my mask? Okay. So the mask I am going to link to. Should I link it to the head or to the body? Yeah. Okay. And then let's grab this mask and give it its own bit of vibe. Okay, it's got a little bit of drag, huh? Bop, bop. Okay, okay. Can't get you out of my head. More than I dare to think about. I'm trying to squish this down a little bit so I can see. There we go. Sorry, it's this a little. Okay, X amplitude. Okay, why? Oh, crazy. Where did my... Hold on. Hold on. Did you see that? Can I, like, hide this layer? Okay. Look at that. My eyes have disappeared. Okay, hold on. Something happened to my eyes on. They need to be brought forward. I have some layering issues. What the fuck? Okay. That's scary. All right, so let me go back to the... Something happened, guys. Turn that off. There we go. All right. So that's not too bad. The mask has a little bit of like an ethereal like drag to it that I'm kind of digging. We're gonna move it down a little bit though, because I'm seeing my chin underneath and I don't want that. And then I'm gonna set the origin point for this up here. And oh, you know what would be kind of cool to give it like a rattle? Do you guys remember that the fuck I almost said Shy Guy, Skull Kid. He like rattles his head back and forth. What if I had like a rotational? What if I have like a rotation? Let me see if I can get it to rotate. Yeah, we love the little jingle jangles. Yeah, we do. Okay. There. It kind of has like a no drag. Oh, that's scary. Do you see that? Oh, that's creepy. I love it. Hello? Oh, that's so scary. Hold on. All right. Okay. What about no drag? Oh, that's crazy. Rotation limit? Okay. Oh, that's awful. Wait a minute. That's awful. Oh, wow. Wait. Okay, so the rotation limit maybe... Okay. Ah. Oh, wait. That's crazy. Bop, 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 bop. I don't want it to rotate that crazy. Okay. Oh, rotate. Okay, so it's kind of got like a... I'm trying to... Oh, okay. I'm trying to see how much it'll rotate either direction. Let's do 60 degrees in either direction. Rattle. Truthfully awful. True and bad. Okay. Let me click off. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me turn its origin point to be on my chin so that it's kind of bad actually. Okay. Cuz I want it to rattle. I like how uncomfortable it looks. Look at the idol. Oh, awful. That's truly awful. I kind of love that. I kind of love that it's rattling around like I'm a freak. Okay. I'm changing its origin point a little bit. Okay. Hi, Suji. Welcome in. Shuji. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. How are you? Welcome, Raiders. Let me nudge this over to the side just a bit more. There we go. Rattle, rattle. Maybe through the center. Welcome, everybody. How are you? Here, let me turn this off. Yes, I'm using PNG Tuber Plus. We just spent some time drawing this Majora's Mask update for this Tears of the Kingdom model. Let me save it before I get too crazy. There we go. Let me save it. It's been going well. We worked on the art. Let me minimize this. There we go. This is the art that we worked on. We just spent this time on the mask, trying to get it updated. For those of you that don't know, welcome in. I'm Mandi Quin, mall mannequin, illustrator, animator, professional goober, and your cyber liaison to the digital mall. And today, this is what we were working on. I've been playing through Tears of the Kingdom, and this model updates every stream. So, chat used channel points to earn a new weapon. So I graduated from from this smaller stick item to a big stick. I also updated that we got a quiver and we got a battery pack. So I'm trying to, I'll keep this up to date as I play. And chat used their channel points to earn an accessory. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. So they got an accessory, and in Discord they voted for Majora's Mask. And so now in PNG Tour Plus, I am making this really uncomfortable rotation situation. You know what I mean? Let me like make this a little bit smaller. But how are you, Shiji? How are you? What were you doing today? Here's that awful. Oh, and you can kind of see the magenta's cutting out that color. So I'll have to fix that. But I hope you had a fabulous stream. What were you doing today? It's cool that you're adding things to your model as you go on adventure. Yeah, there's so much ground to cover in this, that, it really is worth it to try to get, I'm trying to get the community's input and like see if they like have ideas and just kind of make it fun and unique, especially because the game is just so long. Was working on a print for a stamp rally I'm part of for a convention. It's a Riso print. I have limited colors to work with. It's for Deltarune stamp rally. That's so much fun. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Well, if you have a link or if you have anything you'd like to show, I would love to see it. Please feel free to send. Or if you have, a link to the information so people can help support the stamp rally or support your streams, feel free to share a link to your socials. But welcome in. If you need a raid and run and take care of yourselves, please do. It's almost midnight my time, so after I get this like rig figured out, I think we're gonna pass our pretzels. But welcome in, everybody. Let me rotational drag. I'm trying to make it unsettling and uncomfortable. Do I need a permit? Nope. You can just send a linkaloo. You can take a little linkaloo. Let me do -40. Okay. Yeah. That drag makes it so it's not like revealing weird parts of my face, but we still get that unsettling. We get that unsettling rotation. Ew. Ow. Ew. Perfect. Oh, gross. Okay. So now let me save again before I forget. Okay. Exit. So my background is magenta, meaning that since I have this really bright magenta color in my mask, let's see. Here you go. Fun rice. Okay, hold on. Let me take a look at it. Oh, fun. Oh, cute. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've done anything like printmaking. This is so cute. Look at this. I don't know much about Deltarune, but I do like recognize these characters vaguely. And I think this is so sweet. I like how smooth this, I mean, I'm a sucker for like clean line art and stuff. But yeah, this really bright, like corally red, pinkish with this green and this blue is such a classic combination. I love line art. Me too. Need to finish up the background. Having them go through the forest in chapter 1, that's my part. That's so cool. What the heck? Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Good luck with your Riso print. That's going to be so much fun. I had a printmaking minor for a hot second, but then I was like, okay. I couldn't finish the minor because they weren't offering the classes I needed, but that's neither here nor there. I really enjoyed printmaking. I did etching. I really like linoleum printing, which I want to do some linoleum cutting on stream. I think that'd be really fun. Literally so cool enjoying the artistry. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, I do love line art so much. Thank you for sharing this with me. Good luck with your stamp rally. That sounds like so much fun. Maybe someday I'll do convention stuff. But as for right now, I'm just a little guy. And if you need to raid and run and take care of yourself, please feel free. But feel free to lurk. If you guys are lurking, drop an exclamation point lurk or slap one of our redeems. We got a lot of them for you to choose from. But welcome in. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Let me... Creepy. Creepy. Awful. Okay. Hold on. Let me move this over so we're not getting, like, double. Look at that rotation. Ugh! Ooh! I love that. Yeah, remembering that he rattles his head around is crazy. Okay, so the one thing that I need to do is I would need to change my filter color. I have a... I'll be lurking, super excited to see how the model goes. But yeah, the cons in January, trying to get stuff ahead of time. That's so smart. Yeah, 100%. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, let me do chroma key for... I tried doing like black as my chroma key. Hold on. I know this looks crazy. Let me do settings, background. But it just looks so strange. Hold on. Okay, but then you get like you get that like border there. Yeah, no. Let me see if I can't undo what I did. Okay. Okay. So I am gonna... Okay. So I'm wondering if... Okay, that still works. That still works. I kind of have a weird glow around my... Okay, that's not too bad. Let me grab... Guys, the hex code for this looks like it says boob. My background color. That's the hex code. Holy moly. Okay, let me go into my filters so that I can see if this will work for me. Na 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 na. Oh, worse. 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 It kind of turns it turns the mask a little gray here, but at least you can't see through it anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I might have to recolor the mask to steer it away from that magenta color, which is a pain, but it's better than having to futz around with the... Okay, hold on. Let me go back to our mask here. As cool as this magenta nonsense looks, I would much rather not worry about, you know, there is some magenta here, which I like. It's a shame, but let me see if I can't find that layer. Okay. If I can steer it away from being magenta, it's not going to look as nice, but, you know, whoa, creepy. It's not going to look as nice, but, you know, it's better than, you know. No, Golden, how many times are you guys going to shit in my ears? Green screen related stuff's always tricky. My model has RGB in it, so it's fun to set up the green screen. Yeah, and I could do like a really crazy green. I think that would also work. It's just, I had this really bright magenta, and that's what I managed to get to work with the colors that are in this model. But yeah, having this like hot magenta color just isn't...
That was a huge fart, bro.
That sure was. It absolutely was. I have like red and green and blue. When I need to record, it's like, well, here's hoping I don't become a ghost. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I'm just gonna do linear dodge. I think that's perfectly fine. I'll do linear dodge. I love this like ghostliness that I got from it, but at the end of the day, Look at that. Holes in it. You're not going to notice that. You're not going to notice that. All right. File, export, save for web. That's fine. Way you shaded the mask looks so pretty on Majora's Mask. Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's a shame we can't keep it how it was, but I digress. Art, model storage. Just replace the art. The cool thing is that I just have to replace the art. Not a big deal. And it still looks good. I still like it. You know, it's not too bad. Let me export this. And this is why I like to test stuff before the streams. Art, events, Tears of the Kingdom. Be a lucky one, Did I never... Oh, I saved over number 2. That's fine. That's fine. Wearing Tears of the Kingdom. We've only played 2 streams. We've explored a lot of Central Hyrule. We've only gotten 1 tower. We're like really early in the game, which is why, you know, we have like a pretty early kind of weapon and stuff like that. So it's nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Let me grab PNG to replies. And let me open up the let me open up my art, model storage, Totka, copy, Totka, paste, replace, Lufle. Hi, how are you? So many adventures. I know. I'm gonna be supplementing some of the stream time with Discord time as well, just so we can get through a little bit more of it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Look, that already works. Already works. It looks a little desaturated, to be honest. Let me actually see if I can't do a filter and pump up the saturation. I already actually have the saturation kind of pumped up. Color correction. Nah. Nah. The saturation is bumped up just a hair. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. It works. It ain't too bad. Look at that. Here, let me put this where I usually put it. Okay. And let me unscrunglify my... There we go. My love. Okay, so here's the model. Uncomfortable to look at. Very crazy looking thing. Look at that. Oh, the rotation on the mat, awful. The rotation on the mask, awful. Wonderful. Ah! Oh no. I'm dropping so many frames. Okay. With that being said, I'm dropping a ton of frames, which means that I should probably call that. Oh my god. Sorry if you guys are having some buffering errors on your side. I don't know why I'm like I lost so many frames. That's crazy. All right. So the mask rotating in a weird way, awful in a good way. Look at that. Bop, bop. Truly terrible. Truly terrible. Affectionately awful. Fabulous. All right. So for those of you that don't know, let me go to my chatting screen. Okay. Okay. For those of you that don't know, let me just do this. There we go. There we go. Let me exit out of that. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. For those of you that don't know, we're going to be playing Tears of the Kingdom on Friday. So, and then of course, that will be our last stream until, I guess, well, we have Saturday night. Saturday night is when we'll be all clowned out, ready for the creative carousel. For those of you that are just now joining us, we are going to be participating in the creative carousel on Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m., which is really fun. It's going to be a really good time. We're doing a showcase of people from the community. So if any of you guys would like to participate in the Creative Carousel on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, which is in the Discord as well. If you need any help with any of the scheduling on Blue Sky on Discord, you can find it. But that form is for you to submit your art to share on Saturday. It basically us just doing a show and tell of all the really awesome art in the community. It can be a work in progress. It could be any kind of medium you want, as long as it's TOS safe and you are comfortable with sharing it. I would love to see it. In addition to that, on starting next Tuesday, we're going to having our third annual Halloween event. Let me grab the stuff for that actually, real quick. I know I have a spelling error in one of my things, and I just can't care anymore. I put so much work into it. It was so late by the time I finished that. All right, so we have our schedule right here. Oh, it's huge. That is ginormous. Hold on. There we go. There we go. So as you can see here, we have Creative Carousel on the 25th. That's a raid train event, which is really exciting. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, all the way up till Halloween, we are going to be doing a bunch of collab games, some of which you'll be able to participate in. The Jackbox games are going to be really fun for you guys to participate in. And then we have games I've never played before. So Guilty as Sock and Monster Prom I've never played. So those are going to be really, really fun to be playing them with some really awesome friends. And as you can see, you have the ability to unlock, let me turn off lurk bait. There we go. You have the ability to unlock 2 additional days with your donations. So that's super exciting. I can't wait. Aside from that, for those of you that haven't seen, just like our summer event, is it gonna work? Uh-oh. Oh no! Just like our summer event, there are going to be donation incentives. So depending on how much you donate, you will get different prizes sent to you. Oh my god. Oh, that was crazy. Did you see that? Oh no, holy moly. Guys, I'm just trying to put a little image on my screen. Is that too much to ask? Maybe. Maybe it is too much to ask. No, I don't want Halloween of last year, Halloween of this year. Okay. There we go. I think this image is way too large. I think that my computer was like, please stop it. So for those of you that choose to donate, if you're able to, $10 gets you an event-specific sticker. $25 gets you a print, which is also a card, and then also the sticker as well. $50 gets you the card, the sticker, and a shirt, which is embroidered. You can see here that it has the Big Top Rodeo embroidery on it, which is really cool. And then if we make it to $250 raised through the event, which is the halfway to our final goal, a new $100 donor tier opens up wherein you can earn a hoodie that's printed on the front, back, and both arms, as well as the card sticker combo. So this is going to be really, really fun. I can't wait to hang out with my friends. I can't wait to raise money for the Gamers Outreach charity. Really, it's the first time that Halloween is a charity event, which I'm super excited for. I mean, I don't have any other adjectives other than excited. You guys have heard me yap. You've heard me say my piece. But all this information you can find on Blue Sky. And additionally, if you guys would like to participate in another way, there is a link here to a form explaining how you can submit a character to join the circus. They don't have to be a clown. If you have some time this upcoming week and you would like to draw a character, those are due on the 26th so that I can introduce them as the event goes on. And anyone that submits a character will be entered into the raffles that donors are a part of. So I'm so incredibly excited. I can't wait to raise money for a good cause yet again. You guys always come out in droves to support really cool charities, and I'm such a lucky ducky. So yeah, we're gonna raise at least $500. We have a stretch goal of 800, and let's see if we can't smash those because I'll just have to come up with other goals. With that being said, I think it's time to raid. And if you're curious, let me grab a link to the Blue Sky post. If you're in the Discord already, you should be able to find this in our events tab. And in a couple different areas. I kind of blast, I think our announcement tab or something like that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We can look forward to some new emotes, really fun stuff happening soon. So I'm super excited, stoked, chuffed even. But thank you guys so much for vibing with me today. We're gonna pass our pretzels along to somebody, and I gotta go look at who we're gonna send you to because it is midnight my time, and my freaking flames are dropping. I don't know what that shit's about. Let me see here. Whoop whoop. Yeah, you guys want to be passed along to somebody really cool? Iron Mouse? No, I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Of course. Make sure you guys stay with me so we can raid into somebody really cool. You know what? Some of our friends are playing a game. What are they doing? Hold on, we gotta look at my friends. What are they doing? Oh, they've been going for 4 hours. They're playing Lethal Company. Do you guys want some Lethal Company? Looks like they're still in the middle of their game. I think we can do some, there's Lethal Company or there's so many people online. Actually, there's not as much as there usually is. Oh, how long has Whitechapel been going? Do you want art, guys? BRB trash day? Is that what he
Check
said?
your posture.
I will check my posture. Thank you. Is he taking out the trash? Yes, he's taking out the trash. He's been taking out the trash for 6 minutes. Is he back? He's back. Okay. Thank you. All right, we're stretching. We're stretching. All right, Chapel has come back from taking out the trash. And I'm not talking about me. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Guys, if you don't know Whitechapel, Whitechapel's a really awesome game dev and pixel artist and animator. Really cracked, is working on a game right now. It's super cool. If you like Limbo, if you like Castlevania, I think you'd really dig the vibe. Really cool artist. So please, please come with me while we send you guys off to the Whitechapel. And if you guys would like a raid message, here's our raid message. Hell yeah. Everybody grab those pretzels, pass them off. We love Chapel in this house. And I'll see you guys on Friday for Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm going to be spending every other waking moment working on things for Halloween. I have one last thing that I hope I can finish. And I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.